Hi, everyone.
Hello.
Welcome to
A podcast will save this relationship.
I'm Josh Jenim.
I'm Gween today.
And on today's podcast, we talked about being Gween.
I'm Sarah, she, her.
We talked about
XQC versus Ethan.
Line.
Yeah, that was fun. And also just the idea of Reactgate, I guess.
Yeah, we started a new fan fiction.
Trapped in an island with Josh Hutcherson.
Yeah, because that's what won our vote. Yeah.
Very fun.
We did a little spin the wheel thing. We're not going to show it, but that was what Sarah
We don't have the ability.
Yeah.
We're too poor. We have to be $1 million to be able to record spinning a goddamn wheel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Then we did our regular Reddit stories. Some interesting ones.
Some pretty good ones, yeah.
You know? Feel that. So, hope you enjoy the podcast. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. If you're on YouTube, hit the bell as well.
Indeed.
And check us out on Patreon, Buy Me a Coffee at those websites /APWSTR if you want to support financially. And if you're on Spotify or Apple, rate us 5 stars.
And if you're like, I don't give a dang about XQC, I don't give a gosh dang about Ethan Klein, Josh Hutcherson, fan fiction, I don't give a dang. I just want to get to the Reddit stories, baby.
5 stamps are down below.
Yeah. In the description.
Also check out APWSTR.com for check out our newsletter.
It's a website. You can sign up for the newsletter and get notified, and maybe merch drops will happen soon, and maybe you'll get a little 10% off,
Maybe, possibly.
All I'm saying is maybe it might happen.
Yeah.
And I'm just, letting you know so that you could go do that so that in case it does happen, it happens to you.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So yeah, go check that out and hope you guys enjoy the show.
Yeah, bye-bye.
Bye. Woo! Yeah. Excitement. Podcast. There is a little bit of an ego boost going into this with 2 TikToks back to back.
You guys are crazy. You gotta calm down.
It's fucking weirdos. Guys are a little too crazy about these 2 TikToks. First time we've had 2 TikToks hit 1 million within 48 hours. Back to back.
That's pretty wild.
How do you feel, Sarah, being famous?
How
does it feel being famous, Sarah?
I mean, the funniest thing is when people get mad at us.
Oh, yeah?
That's fun to me because the TikToks are just us reading it.
Yeah.
You're mad at me for reading something on the internet. Like, really think about that yourself. You know what I mean?
Put that in your
pipe and smoke it. Yeah.
Think about it. Yeah.
Fucking, we're just reading. Like, you're not going to the YouTube.
We're just the messenger. Yeah.
If you see the TikTok and that's when you get mad, I don't trust your
opinion.
I don't trust your brain to be able to handle the rest of the podcast. You know what I mean?
That's fair. Yeah. It's
like if you come to the podcast and you get mad, that's more understandable because you got the context around it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, if you're watching the TikTok and you're like, "Fuck these guys,"
fuck them. Yeah.
That shit's hilarious to me.
Okay, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, it's exciting. It's a fucking I will say, not a lot of negativity in YouTube, which is good. You know?
No, yeah, not that often. Usually, it's very light. Like, hey guys, just letting you know. And that I really appreciate because, yeah, we're going to get shit wrong.
No, yeah, I agree with that. Yeah. But it's exciting. It's been a good week. You know, very much like hashtag I'm going to quit my job soon.
Yeah.
Hashtag suck it.
Yeah. Especially after last month where we had a dip in income.
Yeah, we had a pretty big dip.
Which was really the month that I stopped working. Freaked me out the most. Yeah.
I think, having those 2 TikToks definitely are helping now. For sure.
Growing the Patreon too.
Yeah, and like being able to actually make content. Like I still haven't edited last week's Patreon, but we have 2 Patreons ready to go out now.
Yeah.
Like after I edit both of them.
Yeah.
So I don't know, I'm excited. I'm happy that we're growing as well as we are. You know what I mean?
Yeah, me too.
Like we're already close to what I thought our end year goal would be, which is 250,000.
Yeah.
After we changed our goal of 200,000.
Yeah, and 10,000 on YouTube too.
Yeah, so we'll see. I don't know. It's a good time.
It's all great.
Yeah, so we just want to say thank you all for the support.
Thanks.
We keep saying it every podcast, but we keep saying it again.
Yeah, and you know what? Let's move on.
Fuck it. Fuck this shit.
You guys don't want to hear
You don't want to hear about this. You want to hear about our takes, though,
You want to talk about other stuff, like XQC and Ethan Klein.
And that's it. That's wow. Yeah, wow, if you're thinking that right now, you're in for a real treat.
Hey, boy, oh boy.
Sarah, what are your thoughts on Reactgate?
You know, I don't make. I mean, do we make React content? No, not really.
I don't know if we would be put in the same. Okay, so I feel like what's a reactor? I feel like on YouTube specifically, when we talk about reaction type content, we're talking about someone
who is watching the video of.
I'll shut my whore mouth, Sarah. Sorry. Okay, you can say it. You can just say it.
Why did I just fucking turn into a minion?
I don't know. But okay, you're watching media on YouTube.
You're watching a video.
Yeah.
On YouTube, and you're reacting to it. Because I remember way back when, like with Jinx, where he was just watching and going like,
yeah. Like no pause. It was, maybe like only an extra minute worth of, content. And that's because it's 30 seconds of introducing, 30 seconds outro.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it has evolved for sure into something that's a little bit more like what is it? Like transformative for a lot of people.
Well, I think that was the whole like way back like when H3 started doing quote unquote React content, where they were making these like big long videos. It was like 30 minutes usually of them taking a specific creator, watching a video that went viral, doing a deep dive into that person, watching a few more of their videos and, talking about it and making fun of them or something.
Yeah. Yeah, even like the early like H3 React videos I feel like would be more akin to like a commentary video today.
Right. Yeah, so what's the difference I guess between a commentary video and a React?
I guess okay. So let's. Well, there's a lot of different angles to look at this from.
Yeah.
So okay, let's get some vocab down right now.
Okay.
I think when people are talking about React content, they're mainly talking about, especially in the context of this, like Reactgate, stupid name,
specifically streamers.
Streamers. Yeah. And when I guess commentators usually have at least like a written component or like. More like a video essay almost.
Right. Okay, yes. I think, that is now kind of what it's turned into, which was you're writing out a analysis of a video.
Yeah.
And, whatever you want to think about the commentary community today, that's what it is.
Yeah, and I think commentary can also, I guess there's still a blend because they're practically similar, like very much like a Twitch streamer looking and pausing at a video live on stream is very similar to a YouTuber cutting the video, stopping it, and then,
But there is a distinct difference, right? And that, I think, was the thing that came up between Ethan and Hassan when they were talking about it. Ethan being like, this guy's not saying anything for 40 seconds. And Hassan is like, you're basically just saying to react harder, And I can understand both sides because Hassan was thinking about it from the point of view of a Twitch streamer who streams on Twitch for fucking 8 hours a day. Of course, there's going to be 40 seconds of them being silent
here and there,
watching a video, because to them it just feels like they're watching a video.
Yeah.
And Ethan is saying, yes, but you also have to be aware of like content IP, because Ethan has been taken to court over this shit and has learned the law, and this is something that is very important to him.
Yeah, and I will say it's very, and a lot of the issues here is about taking that stream content
and then uploading it to YouTube
and using similar thumbnails, the same title, shit like that.
So I think that's why it's specifically about streamers, even though the problem is their YouTube videos.
Yes,
and
I can understand that.
And I mean, it's interesting to watch as a creator because we're people who repurpose our own content all the time, like we take a screenshot from the thing and we make an Instagram, and then the Instagram goes in the email and it goes on our website.
Yeah.
And then also like we take clips and we put it on TikTok, and sometimes we'll try to make an IG reel out of that TikTok.
Yeah, I get what you mean. It's very, it's what is it?
It's smart to repurpose your own content. That's not something that is wrong. If your content is watching a video,
but your content involves just watching a video flat, like nothing else really added to it.
Well, even if you do have commentary, I don't think you should re-upload the entire video.
Yes, I get that. Yeah, or like, because like even like with like, so like, because with Hassan, I think Hassan gets put into this a lot as a good reaction person. Yeah. When he puts videos up on YouTube, especially on his own channel, they're highly edited, even though they're recorded live.
Yeah.
Even like some of the Hassan industrial complex channels, they do a lot of editing.
Yeah.
Some people just do straight VOD rips. I can understand people being pissed off about that.
Yeah, that I think is that. I mean, and it's weird because people are trying to make this like a gray area, And I think if you're explicitly talking about YouTube videos ripped from stream VODs that do not have any editing done to them, that are just the video playing and the guy saying, wow, that's crazy. Like, yeah, that's
pretty bad.
Egregious. Yeah. And that's crazy to me that people are saying that is nothing, that is completely the same as someone pausing it and talking about it for hours.
Yeah, and I think what people said about specifically, because the video that started this, if I'm not mistaken, was a video by Let Me Know about the Kennedy assassination.
Oh, really? Wow.
Yeah, and he got mad on Twitter because I think XQC, and I'm not sure if it was only on stream or if it was he posted it onto his YouTube channel.
Yeah.
There was apparently about 5 to 10 minutes where he just did not.
Yeah, he left.
He left
in the beginning to go to the bathroom, which I think is okay for a streamer to do, because of course you're gonna have to go piss. You're working for 8 hours, you know.
Yeah.
And I think Hassan made a good point that like you should probably have a be right back screen, which
instead of just playing a video. Yeah, because even Hassan like has had shit about that with like chair reacts.
Chair reacts, yeah. But I mean, I wonder if there's a. Because I'm not a streamer. I wonder if there's a business decision as to why you would put a chair up instead of a be right back screen. I wonder if you lose more viewers as a be right back.
Probably.
And that's probably why. And to be honest, Twitch as a platform incentivizes long streams and large audiences.
Yeah, and maintaining it for as long as possible.
And if that's your income, why wouldn't you do that, right? Now, but of course, we're not talking about streams. We're talking about YouTube videos.
Yeah.
And that I think is getting kind of
it's
muddied.
A little lost in the sauce, I think. Yeah, it's very much like, well, because that's the really hard part of like, I guess all of this for me is like the, it's hard to make boundaries and understand different platforms having different set of standards.
Yeah,
very much. Because I mean, I don't know, because I've done Twitch streams before.
Yeah,
and I've definitely done some React content. I'm not really a big fan of it doing it live.
Yeah,
because I if I went back and looked at any of my VODs,
probably
I would probably
not
see
transformative.
Yeah, it probably wasn't as good transformative.
I think it's hard to be transformative. I think that's the whole point, is that it's difficult to do it, and it's easy to not be that. But that's the thing is,
and we're talking about the biggest like streamer,
ever,
or one of the biggest streamers on the like if you're getting 100 million from gambling websites,
gambling website,
yeah, you know, maybe yeah, that you should probably react harder.
Yeah, you should put a little bit
more effort into it. I don't know.
The money does matter in this case because it means that he does have the assets to, pay for the capital of like employees.
Yeah,
and like editors and shit like that.
that won't be super lazy and just cut and stitch the thumbnails.
Yeah,
because that was a crazy one watching. The was it Vince Vantage's video?
Yes, it was. It was
about like the 6 like I don't know. It was something.
It was Vince Vintage. Yeah,
but because what happened was Ethan during the debate, because there was a debate.
There was an XQC versus Ethan Klein debate because Ethan's very
passionate about this,
and he called XQC like a thief, like a content thief.
Yeah.
And XQC being a Frenchman
was like, debate me.
Was like, I will set your house on fire for calling me a thief. And and
Canadian French, but
yeah, Hungarian Canadian French. Once I learned that, I was like, that makes total sense to why he's so aggressive and mean.
Yeah.
And not the fucking be mean to Canadian French Hungarian people. It's just the French are very passionate.
Cancel Sarah, everyone.
In my mind.
No, yeah, but I mean, so during they showed a thumbnail, and it was basically, it's to describe as best as I can, because I'm not gonna show it on here. I'm not gonna edit this, and also people are listening. So there's so left side of it, there's a guy, prisoner, whatever. He's the convict, probably, yeah. And in text, it's something. It's like 3 words. Like
there's like 6 people dead or something.
6 people dead.
It doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. Like
and it was like off to the side, so it was a good composition in that. And then whatever.
And XQC's editors were like, "I like
Fuck
that.
We're gonna zoom in more on the
everything. Guy, center that, get XQC's stupid face, and we're gonna cut and paste." The words. And when you look at the thumbnails, and I noticed this immediately,
as people who use
use Photoshop every day, almost
every goddamn day.
Which, listen, I don't even make elaborate thumbnails. But I can tell when you cut from what was clearly a gradient, gray to white.
Yeah.
When you cut the words out,
you can see the
and
artifact.
You paste it onto the gray side. It's a white cutout on gray gradient,
which is hilarious because it means that you selected it, you moved it, you didn't use the fucking magic wand tool.
You didn't even try to find the font.
You didn't even try to do like a multiply or anything.
Yeah.
You didn't lower the opacity of the white space to make it look like it's blending in with the background. You didn't do anything. You just copied.
It's lazy.
And pasted.
It is lazy.
It is.
When you look at that thumbnail, super lazy. No argument.
From a fundamental design standpoint, it's lazy.
Yeah. So yeah, and it's yeah, and I think that thumbnail. I've never been a big fan of XQC. I never really paid attention to him. The few times that I've seen him, I'm like, he doesn't seem that.
I thought it was okay because the only time I've ever seen him is when Hassan debated Andrew Tate and XQC was there and was dunking on Andrew Tate too. And I was like, oh, okay, so that guy's nice. You know? Boy, oh boy, was I wrong.
The things that'll haunt Sarah for the rest of the days. No, yeah, and I think it's very like, what is it? There's been a few things, and taking a deal with the gambling site. I was like, all right, come on.
I didn't even know about that before this.
Yeah. So he's, he's doing 12-hour streams every day. Ethan, asked like, hey, can we do it? Or not even, XQC wants to debate Ethan.
Because he was pissed that Ethan called him Ethan went on a goddamn tirade against this guy.
Yeah, and had to apologize at the beginning of the podcast where he has this interview to Hassan specifically about how passionate he was getting.
Yeah, I remember watching it and I got anxious because of how mean-spirited the fucking... I mean, and it wasn't even really mean-spirited. It did feel like Ethan was like...
very passionate.
You're my friend and I'm telling you straight up you're going to get sued for this and like stop doing it. But it gave me anxiety like I was in the conversation.
Yeah.
And I was like, it was... You know how our feelings kind of, you try to not let them cloud your judgment, but it definitely did. I was like, I don't know if I'm fully on Ethan's side. He's so aggressive.
Yeah.
And now I'm fully on Ethan's side.
Okay, so the debate started off really simple, right? It was a little civil at the beginning where it was like Ethan was just asking basic, straightforward questions to get the facts.
I don't know if it was civil straight up. I remember watching it like... I was watching it live, but I missed the beginning, and I usually watch H3. Now that I'm not working, I watch them fucking every day because it's the most content every day.
Yeah,
and it's live.
It's something we aspire to. We're gonna become the next H3.
I don't want to do
Second
that.
H3 goes off, we go on. You know what I'm saying?
You're to water your content garden every day.
Hell yeah.
But no, yeah. So I was watching it, and it was like, okay, we're gonna do an XQC debate, and then they brought him on. And XQC kept saying stuff like, yeah, I can't see him over there. What's going on? And was like very aggressive.
Yeah, he was very aggressive, and he's very fast talking, and that was definitely anxiety inducing.
Yeah, I mean,
because he got his debate advice from Destiny.
It's really funny.
Which is really fucking funny, and also Destiny after giving advice like you fucked that up, which is really funny.
Okay, if you said to me, Sarah, rate Destiny as a streamer versus XQC, I would be like, well, you're giving me like a pound of flour and then like a literal dog shit.
Yeah.
You're telling me to rate them on which one's better.
Yeah.
And it's like, I mean, I don't like Destiny. I think Destiny at one point in time was a good debater.
Yeah, and I think it's slowly kind of, I've never really...
I think he's a piece of shit. There was a time when we were watching Destiny and Vosh.
Yeah, when they were tag teaming.
The Nazi guy.
Yeah, that was a good debate.
Yeah, and we watched that shit. We watched mostly Vosh, but then Destiny like exploded.
Yeah. And then every once in a while, but then God, Destiny's a weird guy. We don't need to get into it, but like
I'm not a big fan, but I know sometimes he'll debate Pearl and then he'll get a lot of fans, and I'm like,
the worst
I
person
don't like Pearl either, but we're watching like two lobsters fight it out.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
I feel that.
Fucking weird.
But yeah, so during the debate, XQC talks really fast, and it gets annoying.
It does. I have it does give you absolute gems of Ethan going, huh?
Yeah, where he's like, Oh God, man.
Like that's the entire debate is XQC going, and then Ethan going,
what are you talking about?
What are you saying? Yeah. I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah,
it's really
and
good.
Every time, and like any time that XQC has that short burst and Ethan goes, "What?" It doesn't look good to XQC.
No,
like when
it doesn't.
When he what is it? Ethan brings up Vince Vantage, and he's the only person that Ethan contacts because he's the only one that follows Ethan.
Yeah.
Fucking, I get it. Same. Yeah, I don't know how to contact other people.
Well, I think apparently Ethan had like a list of people he was going to contact, and then Vince Vintage was
pretty much the only one that
followed Ethan.
Back,
so he tried him first because it would be more likely that he would respond.
Yeah,
and then he did. And I don't think that's if we're talking just debate tactics, which I think gets away from the larger point. If you just talk debate tactics, it sometimes getting into the like, what the fuck was it? Someone said that on Hassan's stream one time where they were like, this Nazi was talking about, Hassan was reacting to a Nazi saying that they shouldn't allow black kids in white schools or something. And this fucking guy in Hassan's chat goes, well, at least she's honest. You know, she's more honest than most Nazis that I see in the debate world. And Hassan was like, you do not have to give it to a Nazi.
Got it.
You do not have to hand it to them.
What's that drill tweet?
Like, what the fuck? You don't actually, like, that's how you get debate brained, kind of. Where you're, like, so into debate tactics that it's like, well, at least you're honest with me. No, you're a fucking Nazi. No. Shut up. But anyway, if you look at the tactics, like, I don't think that contacting one person and hearing what they have to say was really a good point for Ethan to make. No, I don't think so
either, but
it did melt XQC down
enough, yeah. So,
you know,
I think a better debater would have been able to be like, well, that's only one person.
Yeah.
And then but no, XQC hearing that once folds immediately.
It was like a piece of paper. It made no damn sense.
And it's real because, like, I'm like, this guy has a stream for 12 hours a day, most days of the week,
and he can't handle speaking to another. And that is evidence enough of him being a bad, non-transformative.
Is that
streamer.
He can't even handle one conversation.
Yeah,
because like I don't know, like I don't know, I'm definitely more on Ethan's side the more like because of this debate. Like seeing him, you know. And like I don't know, it's very because it's obvious to me when I view XQC now, all I think of is that guy doesn't do anything.
He doesn't, though.
I could have his job and he can wash my balls, like like that, like.
I mean, I don't know if I could have his job. I don't know if I could sit there for 12 hours and react to videos and actually be transformative. I do think it's a difficult job to do, but I think if you're gonna do it and make $1 million, you should probably put a level of work in.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah, I agree with that.
And of course, it's going to vary on the human being based on their talent and based on their work ethic and things like that. But I think there is a level, just like, you know, you go to work, right? And people are saying act your wage, right? So, you know, don't put in too much effort.
Yeah.
But there is a level
of effort,
you should put in, because then you're just harming the other people around you.
Yeah, that are gonna have to pick up after you. Yeah, I get that.
You know,
and I you mentioned earlier, and I think like to bring it to personally, we mentioned if we're React content. I guess technically we are, quote unquote, because we react to Reddit stories. We're reacting to some sort of media. Yeah, I feel as though we are very transformative with it because a Reddit story maybe takes 2 minutes to read. Yeah, and like I feel bad sometimes that I not even that I feel bad. But I feel like I get worried when because last week the clips I made that were the Reddit stories, it was maybe like 2 to 3 minutes worth of Reddit story, and then only about 3 minutes worth of reacting and commenting on it, or also commenting in the middle of it. You know what I mean? So I'm like, well, that's double the time. Half the time is reading, and half the time is talking about it. And I think that's a decent amount. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and I think you could definitely get into the weeds, like if we talk about other Reddit commentary podcasts where it's like, I mean, I don't know. I don't really think there should be a specific standard. I think whatever you do, if it resonates with the audience, it resonates with the audience. I also think Reddit posts are a little bit different than like content that someone is trying to make money off of, that they put effort into.
That's true.
A Reddit post you're not going to make money off of as of right now in the year 2023.
Elon Musk buys it so that
Fortnite buys Reddit.
So you can use V-Bucks to give it your sweet friends Reddit gold.
Like, we're not stealing any views away from anyone else.
Yeah, especially since we get stories that are way past like when they would be on the front page of whatever respective forum.
Yeah, exactly. And usually they're also reposted, or some other Reddit podcast will do them. And also people will watch our Reddit posts and then be like, I want to hear the Judgies do this. The Reddit on Wikipod, I want to hear them. I want to hear Two Hot Takes do this. And then they can get more information from those podcasts.
Yeah, for sure.
So it's definitely like there's room for everyone here
to do this. Yeah,
I'm not mad about when that happens, by the way. I think we've gotten some DMs where they're like, they did your Reddit story. I'm like, we don't own the Reddit stories. It's on the internet. If we owned them...
If they make more views than me, whoa.
whoa. No, I don't give a shit.
No, I don't give a fuck, yeah. So I don't know. I guess, yeah. So I guess coming into this with the thing, I just wanted to let that out there because I know you mentioned that as like the starting thing.
Well, because it's interesting because I see the mechanics of, choosing a content to show to your audience and then reacting to it and then people liking your reactions, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, we do that.
We do that, yeah.
And I do think about that from like a Wattpad standpoint.
Yeah, that's true.
Sometimes I think about that because I'm like, you're not going and reading the Wattpad story, but also do they make money off of it? I am not sure. If I found out about that, I would probably link to the story in the description at the very least and like mention their name,
True.
At the very least, that's free.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
True.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely like imagine if you spend fucking hours and hours and hours research, recording, editing a video, and then some motherfucker just re-uploads your video and they get all the views. That would piss me off.
I mean, that's also another angle we have on this is that people have mentioned steal content. Yeah. They put an ASMR video next to it and
they get more views than we do.
Sometimes, yeah. And and we have no control over it. And it's, and like, it's interesting. Someone commented like, you guys should make your own TikTok account because these TikTok accounts are...
We should make our own TikTok account?
Yeah, you should make your own official TikTok account.
We do. What? Just Google it. I don't know.
Like, it's gone to the point where now we're being revealed. People are coming to us from that TikTok account and being like, guys, you should just make TikToks. It's very funny.
That's crazy to me because I don't know what else we could do to make our TikToks more visible.
And like, hey, we make TikToks.
I don't like, do I have to? I think the thing about me is pride. Like, I don't want to have to market our TikTok.
Yeah, I feel like TikTok's supposed to be the marketing thing.
Yeah, TikTok is the marketing thing for this. Yeah. Right?
God. But yeah, so I don't know. As a person who's, I think there is a point, there might be a point where like we get big enough to where like I don't really give a shit anymore.
I think we're almost at that precipice right now. Yeah. I haven't looked at the comments of the fucking freebooted things. Well, I did recently, and that was really beautiful. But before that, I hadn't for like a month and a half, and I was on cloud 9, baby.
Yeah, I think there is a level at some point where you don't really give a shit, Yeah. And like we all like piracy doesn't usually hurt. Like, it doesn't hurt big companies. It doesn't hurt, No. It doesn't even really hurt us. It did help us for a little bit.
It did for a long time. And then it did hurt us.
And then it did hurt us
last month. But
yeah. So I don't know. It's a fascinating issue. You know what I mean?
Well, I see it also as like, what if someone just wants to cut up our podcast and make memes dunking on us?
Yeah.
Like what if they don't like us and they hate watch us and they want to make memes and like make fun of us?
Yeah.
I think, that would suck for my mental health personally, but also, who am I to say you can't do that? Like, you're allowed to not like my show, and you're allowed to talk shit about me on the internet, because that's what the internet is for, talking shit about other people.
Pretty much, yeah, that's what it's devolved into, yeah.
Pretty much right now. So it's like, who am I to say that you can't do that, right?
Yeah.
So, I don't like it, but that doesn't mean it can't exist.
That's fair. Okay. I get that.
What if I'm a piece of shit and you don't like me? That makes sense.
All right. Okay.
Because then wouldn't I be a hypocrite when we talk about like Super Mega and Lizzo and stuff?
Yeah. Like you're allowed to dunk. Yeah. I feel that.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know. That's how I think. I think it's a completely different thing because you're not specifically taking money away from someone else. You know what I mean?
And views and clicks specifically from.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, it's interesting too, because I don't remember which thumbnail it was, but it was very close. Like, XQC had technically less views than the original upload, but it was only by like a few thousand.
Jesus.
Like, and that's crazy to me. Like, that's like,
yeah,
you get picked up by a big streamer. Like, even if you're like, I don't know, it should be a good ecosystem, right?
Yeah, the problem is, like, why aren't these original videos getting the views when the content is not transformative, And if you look at, you can tell yes or no if content is transformative or not when you look at it. XQC's is just not. And
yeah, the shit that gets uploaded to YouTube is not.
And
it's also from his own official channel.
Yeah.
So it's part of the business. It's part of the model of content creation.
And probably also XQC doesn't even need to do anything more on his stream. He probably just needs to hire an editor
that will cut shit out
and like do little edits and stuff.
Little edits, yeah.
Just that's it.
Even like the Hassan just zooming in on his face when he's talking. Easy edit. It makes it more like a commentary video.
Yeah.
Even when, like, I don't know, like Nick is not green, he does a Twitch stream and he reacts live to something.
Yeah.
There's a cut to his face. There's a cut to where it's only his camera.
Yeah.
Cuts.
And also most of it is his face when he's streaming. It's not just also he's not playing the video and watching it at the same time on screen. He's usually reacting and doing the video, and then he'll cut in a clip of what he's reacting to.
Yeah.
Which is, open and closed transformative.
That's fair. Yeah.
So there are a million different ways to do this that are simpler than what XQC is doing. And he's refusing to do that because he knows that it's going to make him money because people see the video, XQC's video first. And instead of watching the original video, they'll watch
because if you're a
XQC's
bigger channel and you have more views overall, you're more likely to get placed above a video.
Yeah.
Especially for certain types of content, certain audiences. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's complicated. It's a very like it's a really like shitty thing because I think there is good things about Twitch streamers commentating on smaller channels.
Yeah.
Or in bigger channels as well. It doesn't really matter, you know. But I think there should be some sort of standard of like credit, he
doesn't even credit them.
Yeah, that's the thing. Other than I think like a little thing in the description box.
Which even then that's proven to not really do much. Like he should say out loud, this is this person's video. You should go watch them.
If you say the title of it, you gotta put the person's name up,
Yeah.
And like Hassan does the thing where he puts it in like the chat and like, what they're watching. So that way there's actually like a movement of, people watching new content.
Yeah.
Because, you react to one video, then you go to the channel, fucking thousands of more videos that you can watch. And enjoy
exactly. Yeah.
If you vibe with it.
I don't know, but I think we're being too serious about this, Josh. There's a comedy aspect. I think when you said we should talk about the XQC drama and my brain lit up and I wagged my little anthropomorphic tail behind me that I thought about a very specific situation that did happen. And you thought I get to talk about
content
YouTube
creation, YouTube. Yeah, I get to talk about things I'm interested in.
And I get to be a
fucking
wacky
show.
Okay.
On my own Nothing happened.
I get to be a wacky little girl, though.
Yeah, okay. So you get to be a little wacky little girl right now. I'm sorry.
So XQC shows up and he's like a little kind of bitchy, and then Ethan's like, okay, blah blah blah, whatever. He starts grilling him. XQC is like, no, you, and then pulls up a video that his editor made dunking on Ethan Klein.
It's really funny that there's more cuts in that video of Ethan Klein than there is in most XQC videos.
And any XQC, like the editor really must have fucking worked his ass off for 3 weeks making that video.
Yeah, it was really hard finding the hotkey for the cut button.
1 and 2.
Well, he didn't know the editor. They never knew how to shift click and also cut everything. You know what I mean? He had to cut the first time, then the second line.
Yeah.
And then move very slowly.
Speaking of edits, I have to poop.
Okay, what were we talking about?
I'm back from pooping.
Yes. Okay, so what was I saying?
So we were talking about...
Oh, the goofy shit. Yeah.
Yeah, the goofy shit.
So the first thing was the edited video.
Yes.
Very, very damning.
Very, very, very damning.
Very effective.
Yes. And Hassan, when he was reacting, he was like... Which I don't know if I agree, but... Ethan talking about how XQC had like 40 seconds of silence and how his work is wholly not transformative. He was saying that was a bad take. Because XQC can pull up anytime Ethan was reacting on stream. But once again, we're not talking about streaming. We're talking about YouTube videos from streaming.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
video, yeah.
Maybe you can talk about like a VOD uploaded.
Yeah, and they kind of touch on that, but
it doesn't even, that's too sophisticated for XQC to talk about.
Yeah.
And of course, Hassan's like, that's what XQC is going to do. XQC tries to do it, and it's the like someone's lining up to like kick a soccer ball into a net, and they just like kick it behind them. Like absolutely just dunked on himself.
It's really not good. And it starts devolving from that point, because then Ethan starts pulling up actual like receipts.
Yeah.
He brings up Vince Vantage. And when he brings up that guy, fucking XQC makes a very bold, very substantiated claim.
Yeah. That Vince Vintage
is a paid actor.
And it's such a funny clip, guys. I really want everyone to watch it, because XQC goes, well, he's a paid actor. And then Ethan goes, what?
What are you?
And then he goes, he's a paid actor. And then Ethan goes, he's a paid actor? And then XQC, I swear to God, goes, yeah.
he's breaking.
Like
by this
he's
point.
gonna cry, piss, shit, and come all in one.
Of how
fucked he is.
Yeah, it's not even like, it's not joking, like genuinely. Like
it sounds like he's gonna fucking cry.
And this is a professional $100 million deal earning streamer.
Listen, in conflict, I also want to cry. All right. And definitely I've done this 5 million times. My boss calls me in. I've done something wrong at work, and they go, hey, you fucked up. And this is what happened. And now everyone's fucked up because you fucked up. And I go, yeah, okay. But like, I'm a little pussy when that happens. Like, you know what I mean? I'm trying to front and having the yeah. So funny.
Especially when you wanted the debate, you will go on to say like, oh no, it was a joke. It was a joke about it.
Really?
Because he did a stream afterwards. I don't know if it was the same stream. No. It probably wasn't. But it was him and Aiden Ross.
Of course.
At like a Vegas casino, and I think they also accidentally doxed their room number.
Oh my God.
But so what happened was like, it's him and Aiden Ross, and they're like walking down a hallway, and he's bringing up, I think, the paid actor thing. Like it was a joke. He was trying to explain the joke to Aiden Ross.
Apparently, AB was watching his stream, and everyone in the stream was saying paid actor. So XQC was like, I'm gonna make this joke.
Here's a good debate tactic, everybody. If you have an audience of 12-year-olds, you should listen to
whatever they say.
Whatever they say, and see what happens.
God. It almost feels like and I don't know, maybe this is just like what's in the water or what's in the world, you know, like, you know, there's been so many traumatizing events over the past couple of years. The rise of fascism and everything. It almost feels like kids these days. Yeah, I said it.
Kids these days.
But no, it almost feels like, you know,
get off your lawn while we're at it. Or...
Oh my God. Kids, younger kids growing up in this kind of chaotic environment. It almost feels like anything that they do is like, not that they don't care about it, but that they do. I can see through like your veneer, like you very much care about what you're doing, but you have to give off the idea that you don't care. To not only be cool, to be accepted even. Yeah. And that is really interesting to me as a person, because I keep seeing these like large YouTubers and large Twitch streamers where they're doing bad behavior, and the people around them are trying to hold them accountable, and they're like, yeah, like I give a shit. But then they like cry about it. Yeah. And you're like, well, why would you, if you really didn't give a shit, you wouldn't be crying about it. Like, you know? Yeah.
How afraid are you of having such a bad perception that you try to maintain your image while also breaking down?
And it's like, well, that's what children do, right? Yeah. And, you know, fine, whatever, you know, be a kid but it's just like, I don't know. I think when I was a kid, I cared very much. I cared very much.
Yeah, nerd.
And I did not pretend. I did not feel like I had to pretend to not care.
Yeah, I get that.
You know? So it's interesting to see. But I do see this behavior a lot. And people are like shocked that a grown-ass man would act this way. And I'm like, I don't know. I see a lot of grown-ass men act that way.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. Yeah, it's not very... Jesus.
It just... And people were talking about like the difference between like a millennial and a Gen Z, Gen Alpha person.
Yeah.
And that's kind of like when I was watching it was like, oh my God, Ethan can't even understand this guy. Like that's the level that we're at. Like where it's two people speaking different languages. And you know, this is completely separate from the topic.
No, I get you. Yeah, it's God. Goofy stuff.
It was funny. It was goofy.
It was funny, yeah.
Anyway, and then eventually he did the worm.
He did the worm. Best debate tactic.
He started calling Ethan bald, which Ethan is one of the best hairlines in the industry. So very strange.
And then they slowly on Ethan's stream, they showed they just did zoom ins, faded in, slightly faded in.
It's really funny.
I assume Cam made a meme where it's Ethan, or no, it's XQC with like a extended forehead and a balding headline. Yeah.
Well, because that's the thing that they do on their show where they talk about people's hairlines.
Yeah.
And it's like it's figuring out what someone's hairline is, and it's just progressed into putting the hairline back as far as they can.
Yeah.
And it's just really funny.
Can we talk about the moment where XQC truly lost?
Yeah.
Like, no going back.
Yeah.
When Hila came on.
That was the best thing I love Hila so much from the beginning when she didn't even want to talk on YouTube. Like I've been watching H3 since they came out. Since they started posting videos, back when they couldn't even buy, like there's a story they talk about where they couldn't even buy like a green bell pepper or something. And they went to the store, they were like upset because they wanted to buy this like vegetable and they couldn't even afford like a 90-cent vegetable.
Yeah.
And so when they finally were able to, they just bought a bunch of vegetables. And I remember that story because it was very inspiring, but I was watching them since then, you know?
Yeah.
So to see Hila grow into this like media mogul,
yeah,
who is fucking accurate with her speech, media ready,
ready to fucking go,
loves performing, and her full personality has come out, is fantastic.
Yeah,
and also now she's a mom, and she's definitely a mom, for sure.
And the best moment happens. It's a Hila/Dan moment. Because XQC is going through like a pretty big separation.
Yeah,
or it's not big. He's hiding it a little bit.
He broke up with his girlfriend, but she's suing him because technically they were common law married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So they're going through like that, like a sort of divorce, basically.
Because you can't just like, I guess wherever they live, you can't just like live with someone for 10 years and then dump them and they don't have any of your assets because that doesn't make any sense. You're basically married.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now he's getting sued. And XQC projecting says you should break up with him.
Oh, but that was because XQC said like so or something, and Ethan goes like so, or no, it was okay. Ethan goes okay, and Ethan goes okay. That's what you sound like.
Nah, just being goofy. And XQC was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna. And then XQC is like, you should break up with him. And then she's like, I'm having a third kid with him.
Yeah.
And then Dan
goes,
swoops in. Isn't XQC getting a divorce?
Oh my God! But he said that.
It's not. You might if you watch it, you might have missed it the first time. But whatever the edit was we were watching was the bright white letters. XQC's getting a divorce. Dan.
And you know, if you've ever talked into a microphone or used a microphone for extended periods of time, fucking the way Dan said that was XQC's getting divorced.
Yeah, XQC's gonna. Yeah,
you can definitely hear it.
You can feel the little snideness of it, and I love it.
Smiling,
yeah. And listen, as someone who also speaks to a microphone almost for a living, game respects game.
Game respects game. That's
fucking
so
game,
fucking
dude.
funny. Oh my God.
So good.
Beautiful.
Best debate or greatest debate?
And I don't even think I would call it a debate because I mean the tactic of being like, okay, like is shitty, Ethan. That's not a debate. At that point, it was just entertainment for everyone involved.
It was a SmackDown WWE style.
It was an emotional boxing match.
Yeah,
and XQC should have been KO'd in the first round.
But it's like, nah, I can keep going.
No, I'm good.
Eye drooping from his eye socket. Blood crooked 90 degrees to the left. No, I can still fight.
Oh, I'm good.
I gotta do it.
Oh, man.
Bone piercing out of the leg. Ethan,
and he's so insufferable that the ref is like, fine, kill yourself.
Yeah.
Like I give a shit.
Clip that. Everyone clip that right now.
That's a gif. Fine, kill yourself. Oh my God. Don't do that, guys.
That's the Instagram this week, right? Am I right?
No
high five. All right, not doing that.
No high five. None. No. Anyway.
But yeah, so go watch it if you haven't.
Yeah.
H3 was really good this week.
It was very good.
Some good H3 stuff this week.
Some good H3. And then XCC tried to ratio Ethan. He texted Ethan afterwards and was like,
oh, the watch?
Oh my God. He texted Ethan a photo of the ugliest watch I've ever seen in my life.
That was the joke that he was trying to explain to Aiden Ross. Yeah, so on the stream, he was like saying, because Ethan was like, if you send hate my way, I'm leaking DMs.
Yeah.
So Ethan's just live tweeting the DMs as they come in. Yeah. And this is at 3 a.m.
Yeah.
If you're texting someone at 3 a.m, just pro media tip, everybody.
You're down bad.
You're down bad if you've lost.
You've lost.
You lost if you're still trying.
I mean, I would text you at 3 a.m. I'm down bad though if I do that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
But it's fine because we're dating.
Texting while you're on the other side of the bed, like, you up?
Hey, baby, you up? But no,
I'm right here, Sarah. But no, yeah, but like
sorry, Robert. Okay, sorry.
So XUC's tweeting Ethan 3 a.m. He sends a picture of a watch that he has saved on his phone or he just took it. It's like, this house is worth more than this watch is more
than your house.
And so later on, he's talking with XQC, and the joke is XQC is talking to Aiden Ross, and they're walking down the stupid hallway.
That Ethan's poor, right?
Yeah, or that no, the joke is that the watch isn't worth his house. I knew that. And Aiden Ross is like, yeah, you got him. Like something along those lines. I'm not making this up. Like if you watch it, I'm like 90% sure I'm pretty much on the money.
That makes no fucking
Aiden
sense.
Ross being a yes guy to the dumbest man on the planet. Sorry, second dumbest on the planet. Aiden Ross is pretty shooting for first right now.
It's hard for me to chalk this up into just, I mean, Aiden Ross, he's an idiot.
Yes. A dumb idiot, like a very
he didn't go Google fucking YouTube Aiden Ross learning what fascism is. That's one of my favorite Aiden Ross clips.
Yeah.
What is fascism? What is that? Yeah, sure, I'm a fascist. And then he Googles it and he's like, oh, Hitler? Oh, I don't know.
I like how it's not even I don't know. It's like, well, hold on.
Hold on. I gotta
think about this.
Yeah. Like a stupid person trying to figure something out.
Yeah.
It's like 2 + 2 or something. But yeah, no, fucking it's just Aiden Ross is stupid.
Yeah.
XQC, I don't know if he's stupid or he just has a huge ego that he's not even making sense.
He's trying to protect as hard as he can, yeah.
Like as hard as he can, and it makes damn sense.
God.
Which I mean, there's a level of stupidity for sure. Like it's definitely both, but like I don't know how much of it is ego and how much of it is stupid.
Yeah.
That's
fair. I can understand that.
But either way, I think it's ego because I think he's a bad person.
No, I think he's a bad person too. Yeah,
he could be stupid because
he doesn't give a shit. Also, he really does not care because he left the Vince Vantage on red.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
Well, okay, so that Vince Vintage. So he told Vince Vintage that if he DM'd XQC, XQC would give him 10 times the revenue
that video made
of a video. So then Vince Vintage was like, bet.
Let's go.
I'm going to get my bag.
You said this publicly.
Let's go.
Let's go.
So he DM'd him, and then apparently XQC was on a 3-hour flight to go to a casino.
Yeah.
And was like, I didn't get it, so blah, blah, blah. And then he had his editor email Vince Vintage that day, but it went to Vince Vintage's like business account, not his personal account, so he didn't see it. And it was just like a normal miscommunication.
All right, that's fair.
But then he didn't respond to Vince Vintage's DM for 2 days.
So, come on. You said specifically in the debate, DM me.
And also Vince Vintage was like, I didn't bring my qualms up with XQC because I didn't want Twitter drama. So then XQC, after all of this, the miscommunication and not DMing him back, responded by blasting out Vince Vintage and making this like hate thread of Vince Vintage.
Jesus.
Which is like, that's what he said he didn't want.
Yeah, and so XQC was like, bet, let's do it.
And I think the worst crime that XQC has done is obviously create an environment where no one can come to him with problems.
Yes. Yeah, where you're surrounding yourself with yes men. You're surrounding yourself with children that don't give a shit.
Which could explain why you don't have that many employees.
Yeah.
Think about that. Or friends. You know? It's like, no, you're always going to have someone that disagrees with you in life, in your company, and in just, your regular life. So to create an environment where you're watching other people's content and you're making them feel like they can't even come to you, you're running a mafia.
Pretty much, yeah.
You're a mafioso.
But like the most inept.
But the least cool.
The least cool.
You
the
don't have
nerdiest
any
mafia.
cred.
Yeah. You're not
Barely.
fucking Teamsters. Come on. Yeah, like you're just some guy on the internet.
You're using base level scare tactics. And you're not even cool while you do it.
Yeah. God.
Yeah. And then he tried to ratio Ethan and it didn't work.
Yeah. Failed spectacularly.
It was beautiful.
God. Worm.
Yeah. Worm. But yeah, that's it. It was really funny.
It was a good debate. It was a good not debate, experience.
It was just such a funny, stupid ass thing that happened. That like who got hurt? You know what I mean? It's the people of the videos that XQC watched. That's it.
Yeah.
And now their names are in the spotlight, and hopefully they'll get more subscribers, like
and
Vince
more
Vintage.
recognition. Yeah.
But it's just like, I don't know. It's just a silly spat.
Yeah, I agree.
That's kind of how I feel.
But it's been an interesting silly spat.
Yeah.
It's
a nice break from the Colleen Ballingers and the super megas and the Lizzos and the just the serious allegations that have been oncoming for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Yeah, just something a little fun.
We just get a fun, wacky guy that is a fucking idiot that we get to dunk on.
For this week. Yeah, they're the main character. Good for them.
Good for them.
Jesus Christ.
Anyway, are you ready for a new fan fiction, Josh? This one, I've read a little bit of it. It's Trapped on an Island with Josh Hutcherson. It was recommended to us. We did
you spun the wheel, right?
Yes. So I asked everyone on YouTube, hey, I'm going to randomly pick from these comments on this post. The fucking post
the next
what you want.
We're going to do.
And I multiplied it by likes. So I think the comment Trapped on an Island with Josh Hutcherson got like 9 likes. It was in there 9 times.
Yeah.
And I only did that because I did see some people commented that also, and then they deleted it, and then they liked the comment.
One. Yeah. So
I wanted to be accurate. And if you also commented multiple in a comment, I put that as different.
Yeah, I get that.
Fucking things. But yeah.
So you spun the wheel. That's the one we're doing.
That's the one we're doing. I read a little bit of it. There's a fucking there's a book trailer that is really funny, but it has copywritten music, so we can't do it.
God damn it. Fuck.
Are you really upset?
God, no.
Because I can watch it on mute and say
no, it's okay.
what...
No, it's fine. It's okay. It's fine. No, I'm joking. Yeah. All right, I gotta go pee. Fuck this.
I'm actually really excited to read this because it feels like we're going back to the Wolf Story levels.
Oh, okay. All right.
Of content. Yeah.
Okay, I can fuck with that. You know what? Fine. Fine.
It's called Trapped in a Island with Josh Hutcherson.
Damn, you're in the island? Crazy. Was this Lost?
We have to move the island.
Move in the island.
Okay, by old_account 2012. So maybe not the original, probably reposted.
Yeah, but all right, we'll see.
And this is the this is the description. Kate runs away from home on her dad's small boat while Josh is on a cruise ship, and a storm comes and they both fall, but because Kate can't swim and Josh is a really good swimmer, he saves her, but they get stuck on an island.
Is that part of the Josh Hutcherson? We got to retrack. Hold on. Is that part of the Josh Hutcherson lore is that he can swim?
Apparently, yeah. There's a mystery around him.
Okay.
Kate can't swim and Josh is a really good swimmer. He saves her, but they get stuck on an island together. So a celebrity and a normal teenage girl stuck on an island. What will happen? Will they fall in love or get hungry and eat each other? Read this book to find out.
Wait, I don't like that. Don't like teenage girl celebrity on an island.
She's 17. She's going to turn 18 in 2 weeks. So, I already know this from the book trailer.
So this is called, so this is a grooming tale is what we're hearing. Or is it 2 weeks to get to the island?
It's 2 weeks. Fucking come on. How old is he? He's not 40. Like, come on, you know?
Josh Hutcherson 8. Wait, so when was this posted?
2012. I don't know. Do 2012.
All right, age. This is going to be really confusing because now... dude, you didn't even say... Dude.
Plus, they're on an island, so it's technically maritime law. So it's legal.
He was 20 years old.
That's fine.
All right, so in 2012... Really? Around 20? Jesus.
He's so young.
He was born on October 12th, 1992. That's crazy.
Wow.
Damn. Crazy.
I was an October Libra.
Oh, yeah? And fucking...
Disgusting.
But okay, yeah. Okay. So we got... so...
Trapped in a island with Josh Hutcherson.
18 and... soon to be 18 and 20. Okay. Yes. We can calm down here.
And then... Okay. So... okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
My whole life is trying to describe to you what text looks like on a page. And this is a real struggle for me. The title of the chapter is Trapped in a Island with Josh Hutcherson.
All right, so it's self-titled by the book. Okay.
And the first line of the chapter is Trapped on an Island with 3 spaces Josh Hutcherson.
Are the I and O keys just right next to each other on the keyboard? Is that why they're getting swapped
I think so,
up?
yeah,
okay, yeah. That might make sense.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Okay.
Kate's POV.
Fucking goddamn it. Fuck. I'm having Vietnam flashbacks now.
You fucking know it, bitch.
No.
That's why I got so jazzed. I read that and I was like, yes!
Score? Yeah, all right, let's go.
I can only get so erect, dude.
17.
In 2 weeks. Let's all calm down. They're on an island. Legal age is like 16 or whatever.
Yeah.
Mom, Dad, this is what I want to do with my life. I've always wanted to become an actor, not some freaking doctor.
You're going to go on a boat?
I screamed at my parents. No, Kate, you are not going to waste your life on some acting career. Life's too short, my dad yelled. Yeah, and you'll go on the drugs like all the other actors, my mom said.
You'll be a no good druggie.
The drugs.
You'll be on the drugs. My favorite kind of drug.
The drugs. Not all the actors are on drugs, Mom, I said. Really?
Bag of oregano with the label drugs on it.
The drugs. Really? Then name one then. Josh Hutcherson, I said as I smiled at the thought of him. Josh was my biggest celebrity crush. I'm like obsessed over him.
I mean, I get it. I don't want to diss on Josh Hutcherson. But
it kind of looks like you a little bit. When they showed his photo in the book trailer, like, that looks like a young Josh.
Listen, I get it, but I remember 2012. I remember being alive. I remember being a 13-year-old. Fucking no one was talking about Josh. Calm down, guys.
2012? What about a Hunger Game?
Oh, that's fair. Okay, that's fair. Never mind. Yeah,
people were Hunger Game.
But it wasn't Josh Hutcherson. It was PETA. Let's be honest here. It was fucking.
They were into PETA. I don't know. It could have been.
I don't know.
Whatever. That's not the point. You're going to become a doctor no matter what you say, my dad screamed. I just ran up to my room. My room had a Josh Hutcherson pillow.
Whoa, ahead of her time. Before the body pillow memes
of Josh Hutcherson. My room had a Josh Hutcherson pillow and a Josh lamp posters mat, even a Josh teddy bear. How do you do that? Like he's a dude. I'm thinking about like a regular teddy bear, but then you just like stitch a photo of Josh Hutcherson into the face.
It has to be, right?
That's terrifying.
Or is it like a stuffed doll of Josh Hutcherson?
I want to
like
draw
wearing
that
a suit
so bad.
on, like, yeah, what the fuck?
Oh my god. Everything was of Josh. I slammed the door shut and I laid on my bed thinking I could run away, but where would I go? How would I get there? Oh, I know in my dad's shed he has a small boat. In a shed? I guess.
I guess you could
you
make
know what? I guess. Fine.
Fine, whatever.
That's okay.
Big shed.
Yeah, that's fine. Big shed.
Small boat.
I know in my dad's shed he has a small boat and I can sail to Hollywood.
From where?
Where are you?
Where are you in this?
I could sail.
Listen, if you're on the West Coast, I could get it. Listen, if you're on the West Coast.
What is there? She's saying mum.
So, okay. Well,
British.
Okay, but.
That's what I'm saying.
No.
You're going to go through Panama?
Yeah, you're going to use the Panama Canal. They're going to use those big fucking locks that they use to rise and slower the water.
Boat and you're going to get washed overboard.
Yeah.
I could sail to Hollywood and become an actress, I thought. I lied on my bed for 3 hours thinking, and at 3 a.m. I decided to pack my suitcase because I was going to Hollywood. I put on my purple dress I got when last year for my 17th birthday. I'm turning 18 in 2 weeks. See, I fucking told you. I picked up my suitcase and tiptoed downstairs, trying not to wake anyone, and opened the door. When I opened the door, a bunch of cold air hit me. I made my way to my dad's shed and dragged the boat to the water. Luckily, I live near the beach, I thought to myself. When I finally got in the water, I started puddling my boat, and then I was off.
That's not good. You're putting water in your boat?
That entire thing was one sentence with no punctuation.
Good.
Look at that.
Oh my god, that looks annoying.
Yes. Josh Hutcherson POV.
All right, let's get in we're being Josh Hutcherson now. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's go.
This first thing is really funny.
I love being famous.
No.
I love being Josh Hutcherson.
You could never guess what is being said. You maybe could because of the wolf story.
Fuck. God damn it.
Now I got dressed in my $50 gray shirt.
Damn it.
$50 gray shirt. You went to Old Navy.
Yeah. Not even.
Like, I don't even know what else. Abercrombie and Fitch.
There's a bit in Bo Burnham's like Make Happy special. He's talking about Kanye. Like Kanye West made a rant back to music. He was arguing about race, the music industry. His $90 t-shirts weren't selling. That was most of it. There's a market out there for overpriced gray t-shirts.
I thought the t-shirts, the big long t-shirts he was selling were like way over 100.
Probably.
I'm just saying, like $50 is like, I could probably spend $50 on a t-shirt.
You know, a nice t-shirt that will never wear down. Yeah,
I mean, because I'm fat though. That's why.
Okay, that's fair. All right.
They're like, but it's more fabric, so you have to pay me $50 million, and it's gonna fall off your body in 2 weeks. $50 gray shirt and jeans. And when I went outside, my limo was waiting to take me to the cruise ship. It is Jennifer Lawrence's birthday today. I know Jennifer because she was in the Hunger Games with me. Josh Hutcherson.
So wait, is Josh Hutcherson saying this out loud or thinking this to himself?
Who knows? Well, it's gotta be
perspective here.
There's no quotes, you know.
Is this was the first part in first person? I guess it was. Yeah, so it is.
Yeah.
So okay, you're telling me, author, that I have to imagine Josh Hutcherson explaining to himself.
I know Jennifer because she
was in the Hunger Games with me.
Josh.
So we have to suspend.
I'm kind of a big deal.
We have to suspend the disbelief that Josh Hutcherson not only refers to himself all the time in the third person all the time.
No, he didn't say with me, Josh Hutcherson.
Okay, all right. So I
he
added
said
that
with
on there.
me. I added that on.
Oh, okay.
Because
all right.
I think it's really funny.
Okay, all right. This is wild.
When the limo stopped, my limo driver opened the door for me, and I went inside the cruise ship. It was huge.
This is really funny because one of the things I remember this from my fucking stupid high school.
No.
The worst thing every writer has to deal with when you're starting out, you gotta write people differently, man. I'm sorry, you gotta fucking.
It's hard.
Yeah,
that is genuinely
it's hard. It is very hard.
But also, I mean, and also, I want to give credit to where credit is due. That's what everyone thinks when they get on a cruise ship.
Yeah,
this is
big.
This
is big.
And like, it's a dumbass thing to think, right? Because like, fucking duh.
Yeah, it's a big ship.
It's
big
taking
ship.
you to somewhere else.
You and thousands of other people.
Like, you're not the only one.
And a theme park on top of it, too.
It's got a fucking water slide on it. Of course it's going to be big.
Gotta be big, yeah.
But everyone thinks that when they get in, like, wow, look at this big-ass thing.
Yeah, whoa.
And it's like, yeah, that's,
Jesus. Okay, but yeah, this is really funny.
I went inside the cruise ship. It was huge. I put my present for Jennifer on the table with like 100 or more presents on it. And then I saw Jennifer coming my way. Josh, long time no see. I'm so glad.
Where you been, Loca?
Josh, where have you been, Loca? No, Josh, long time no see. I'm so glad you could make it. How are you? Jennifer said. Hey, Jen, I'm good. Yourself? I said as the boat started moving. And then she was like, get off your phone. And I was like, but I'm using it to translate. English is my second language. And she was like, yeah, okay. Remember when that happened? We all just forgot. She was a
I wasn't expecting that reference.
To
God.
that guy. Anyway, hey, Jen, I'm good. Yourself? I said as the boat started moving. I'm great. Well, now that you're here, she said as she started twirling her hair and giggling. Was Jennifer seriously flirting with me?
I'm puking.
My fucking coworker. Come on. I don't fuck at work. I'm serious about acting. My name is Josh Hutcherson.
I love acting.
Happy birthday, I said as I backed away from her because she was just really close to me. I mean, I like Jen, but I just like her as a friend.
Okay, fair. Yeah.
Oh, thanks. So have you been lately? She said.
Oh my God.
Me, I've been good, I said. That's good. Well, I've been horrible. I got dumped twice in a row, and right now I'm looking for the right guy, she said. I wonder why Jen was telling me this. We're friends, but she never tells me something straight away. Maybe she's had a little too much to drink. Jess then moved really close to me and said, wow, it's cold. Can I borrow your jumper? I didn't want to, but I didn't want to be rude, so I gave it to her. Oh, I'm still cold, she said as she put her head on my shoulder, and I got a little uncomfortable, so I jumped up and said,
you're getting along. I'm very uncomfortable.
I don't need to be rude. I just need some air. Before she could reply, I ran outside and closed my eyes.
And jumped off the ship.
And I swam to shore.
Swam to the nearest island.
Before she could reply, I ran outside and closed my eyes. It was so windy and loud. I could hear the waves. When I opened my eyes and gasped, a huge wave came towards the boat, and I fell. He fell off the boat.
Damn.
Because of the
big wave.
Yeah.
Big wave, big boat.
That does happen.
Small man. Fucking.
That can happen sometimes.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay.
Especially when you haven't gone through the safety training.
Yeah, apparently this party just started. This story did not detail in graphic detail the mandatory lifeboat.
That does happen, though, a little bit into.
Oh, okay.
Have you? Because you've been on a cruise before, right?
Yeah, I've been on a cruise.
Yeah, that doesn't. It's not like first thing, like, we're moving.
Yeah, I know. I feel you.
Before we even get out. Usually it happens like the first day or the morning after or something.
Yeah, okay.
Kate's POV. Maybe I'm fucking wrong. I don't know. If I'm wrong, shut up about it. Jesus. Kate's POV. I've been on this boat all day since 3 a.m. It is now 10 p.m. and I was really tired. It started pouring rain and the wind was so loud and the waves started to get bigger. I started to panic and I didn't know what to do. I thought that maybe I should go back home, but I'll be at Hollywood in 3 hours. But
wait, so where are you coming? So, okay, wait. So now.
How could you get to Hollywood in 24 hours plus 6 hours, 30 hours?
On boat.
On boat.
On small boat that you have to paddle.
On tiny boat, yeah.
On tiny,
wait, she's on a rowboat?
Probably.
I
She's
would mean like a
paddling.
little like fishing boat or something. Which then, I mean, you would have gas,
It's in a
right?
shed.
Yeah, well, a big shed.
Big shed, small boat. Yeah, but
you could have a small boat, like a fishing boat, in your shed if you have a big ass shed.
I guess, but I don't know. We're getting caught up in the weeds.
But she did say paddling, so is it a fucking rowboat?
It's probably a rowboat. She said paddling.
You can't paddle for 30 hours and get to Hollywood at any point.
From anywhere.
Time.
From Hollywood. You can't even do it.
From 30 hours out of Hollywood. You wouldn't be able to do it. Your arms would fall off.
Yeah.
Hey guys, just swim in. Just paddle in. Just paddle in from Cabo, and boy, are my arms tired.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah, beats traffic here, though. Am I right, guys? How's the weather?
The audience like, you're so fucking weird. What the fuck? I thought that maybe I should go back home, but I'll be at Hollywood in 3 hours. And then a huge wave came, and I let out a scream before I fell.
Okay.
Josh's POV. I heard a girl scream, and I started swimming to where the sound came from. It was hard to swim with all the huge waves, and the water was freezing. But I've done private swimming lessons since I was 3. Is that real?
Is that wait, hold on. We got
Someone
fact check.
Google fact check. That's what your job is during
all
this.
Right. Josh
Hutcherson swimming lessons since he was 3.
Swim. Lessons since 3. This is I'm gonna be put on the list.
Is it real?
The first thing is trapped on an island with Josh Hutcherson. So we're hold on. 5 things I'm on an ET article. 5 things you don't know about Josh Hutcherson. Fucking okay. Hold on. Let's see. Is there anything about swimming? There is nothing about swimming in this article. This might be fake.
That's.
I'm just looking at a bunch of paparazzi video photos of him swimming now. This is sad. What the fuck?
I'm gonna watch that later. I'm gonna go on a deep dive on Josh Hutcherson.
Shirtless Josh Hutcherson plays frisbee and.
Shirtless Josh Hutcherson plays frisbee.
I'm seeing jack shit about swimming lessons.
Yo, that would be so funny if just in a random video, Josh Hutcherson is like, yeah, I mean, I've taken private swimming lessons since I was 3. And it just like confirms, and everybody looks around like,
is he? Oh, I'm gonna. Okay.
Okay, I gotta get going.
I don't see anything about swimming. I don't know. I don't fucking know.
Okay. I heard a girl scream, and I started swimming to where the sound came from. It was hard to swim with all the huge waves, and the water was freezing, but I've done private swimming lessons since I was 3, and I still do them now every Sunday. Wow, okay. I swam until I saw a small wooden boat. Yeah, it's a paddle boat.
I knew it. It's a fucking paddle boat.
Oh my god.
Rowboat, baby. Let's go.
Well, it makes more sense why it's in a shed now.
Yeah, that does make sense.
But I thought it was like one of those big American sheds where you could probably keep a boat.
Oh, I get you.
I mean, it makes sense in Florida because you have to have a boat if you're like a fucking
a
rich
for more
guy.
Than 5 years.
If you own a house, everyone's got their boats.
Yeah.
If you live in Belle Isle, Orlando, which is not where we live, shut the fuck up. But if you live in Belle Isle, there is a river around and everyone is rich, they have a boat. They have to put it on the yard, and then the HO is like, please don't put your boat on your yard.
And there's some areas of Orlando, too, that are very, like, there's, like, because we live close to a pretty big lake that people just take their boats to.
Oh, yeah.
And there's places close to, like, iDrive and shit. So, yeah.
If you live anywhere else, it doesn't make sense. But it would make sense here.
Florida,
you have to have a shed to hide your boat, but you do have to have a boat, or else you're not invited to the fucking neighbor club or whatever, because you're not rich enough to have a boat. God, let me finish this. Okay.
Yeah, okay, come on. Let's gabagool.
I swam till I saw a small wooden boat. It was upside down, so I swam underwater, and I saw a girl. I lifted her up in my arms and continued to swim.
How? You're like, how do you like?
People do that.
In water? Okay, never mind. Okay.
People save other people.
In water? Okay, yeah, you're right. Sorry, yeah. Oh yeah, lifeguards exist.
I don't know if this exactly works, but
I don't know. Yeah.
I don't know. Continued to swim. I saw an island around 50 meters from here, so I swam to it with the girl still in my arms.
Really close. Wait.
Yeah, that's crazy. Actually, at a cruise ship, I don't think it would be 50 meters away from an island.
How far has Josh Hutcherson been swimming? He is a professional swimmer. He could swim really fast, I guess, but...
Yeah, shit. Hey, guys, I hope you like this so far.
Fuck. Commentary? Are you fucking kidding? God damn it.
Hey, guys, Greg Turkington here. I hope you like this so far. The picture at the side is Kate. If you have any ideas of what I should write for the next chapter, please tell me. I will dedicate the next chapter to you, so please comment by letting me know what you think and vote. I will upload soon. Bye. And also, this is really funny. This is really funny.
Okay.
The photo of Kate is, I forgot her name.
Can I see? Oh, Amanda Seyfried?
Amanda Seyfried, and that's definitely from Mamma Mia. That's really funny. Do I do another one?
Do one more. We can do 2 chapters probably.
Okay. And we'll be done with this in 4 weeks because it's only 8 chapters.
Thank God.
So I think there's supposed to be an image here, but it just says fail.
No, that is the image.
The images of the
fail.
Text.
Yeah.
Fail.
Yeah.
Okay. Good job.
When you go to a party with Jennifer Lawrence and you get knocked off the boat, fail.
Fail.
Yeah.
Okay. Josh's POV. Chapter 2. Josh's POV. I got to the island and put her on the sand. She had beautiful, long, blonde hair, and her face was really pale. She was
Still 17, Josh. Calm yourself.
He doesn't know that yet.
I got the shotgun ready. I'm ready to...
You're her dad.
Yeah, apparently, yeah.
Her face was really pale. She was so cold. I leaned in closer to her and did mouth to mouth.
Gross.
You have to do it.
Yeah, I know you gotta do it.
It's not sexual to do mouth to mouth.
Right.
Kate's POV. I gasped as I opened my eyes to see...
Yeah.
What?
Is it that the way? Wait, yeah.
Imagine your favorite celebrity you wake up on a remote island with your favorite celebrity doing mouth to mouth on you.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Actually, and I will do a little tangent real quick.
Yeah.
There was a part in the Les Mis from 2012 where Amanda Seyfried was she's Cosette.
Oh, okay.
And Valjean
is it Gerard Butler
No.
or it's the other guy? What's his name?
Russell Crowe was
Russell
Javert.
Crowe, yeah.
And God, what's his Hugh Jackman was Javert.
Oh yeah, not Gerard Butler. Yeah, that's a different guy.
That's because of 300 and
yeah, you're right. Yeah, sorry.
Whatever the other one was that Russell Crowe was in. But fucking so Amanda Seyfried in her corset like fainted because it was on too tight or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
She fainted in her costume and she woke up to Hugh Jackman and Russell Crowe looking over her and carrying her to safety.
Oh my God.
And she talked about it on like Conan or something. It was like, I was like, whoa.
I would be I would be surprised. I'd be whoa.
Okay.
Excuse me?
Who? Kate's POV. I gasped as I opened my eyes to see Josh Hutcherson looking down at me. Ah! I screamed as I got up to run, but I fell down. Josh came up and lifted me up and sat me down on a log.
All right, bet. Yeah, sure. Why not?
The environment is really doing most of the comedy here.
Tripping and falling on rocks. Josh putting me on a log. Frog on a log.
Trapped in a circus with Danny DeVito. You know?
Yeah.
Like, make a sequel. Do a sequel. Anyway.
Christ.
Are you okay? You broke your leg, he said. Why the hell am I in an island with Josh Hutcherson?
Roll motherfucking credits, baby.
Credits, baby. They said the title. Why the hell am I in an island with Josh Hutcherson and a broken leg? Am I dreaming? I asked. I'm afraid you're not. You fell out of your boat. And I did too. I heard you scream, so I brought you here, Josh said.
So wait, okay, so...
Yeah.
Okay, wait, hold on. So that implies that Josh goes overboard
Yeah.
And instead of swimming to the ship, he hears a scream.
I think, yeah, that's what
That's
happened.
the implication? Okay.
He heard a scream and he was like, I'm a hero.
I'm a hero, yeah. I'm Josh Hutcherson, yeah.
I've been trained
since 3
to
for
be
this exact
exact scenario. Josh said, I couldn't help it, so I started crying. Josh pulled me into a hug. It's going to be okay. We're going to get out of here, Josh whispered in my ear. Then he got up. Where are you going? I asked. It's okay, I'll be back. I'm going to get us some food and look for help. Josh, please don't leave me here. There may be snakes. What if you don't come back? I said, worried. I'll be back, I promised. Before I could respond, Josh walked off. Josh's POV. I called for help, but nobody could hear me. This island looks totally empty. Not a single person is in this island other than me and this girl.
In the island.
In the island. I continued to walk the island. The island was huge. Everything's so big. Why is everywhere I go so big?
Big boat, big island.
Big boat,
shed, small boat.
Island, big shed, small boat. Dude, writing this and being like, yeah, so I really want it to contrast the bigness of the boat and the island with the smallness of the boat
in the shed. Yeah.
I'm a writer, so
yeah, it's about comparing and contrasting. It's about the connections you make. It's about making connections.
It's poetry, it rhymes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did George fucking Lucas write this?
George Lucas is like, I'm not doing Star Wars anymore. Disney can have it. Selling that shit to the mouse. I'm gonna go write a fan fiction about being trapped in an island with Josh Hutcherson, which implies a lot. There's a lot going on there, original Star Wars screenplay was trapped in a spaceship
with Harrison Ford.
And a beast man.
Saved in editing.
And someone else was like,
well, that one,
right,
it wouldn't be trapped in a ship.
Okay.
It would have been trapped on a ship, let's be honest.
Yeah. Oh, gotta use the wrong one, right? Okay. I continued to walk. The island was huge. What if I get lost? I found a tree with fruit in it and I climbed up it. I picked up the fruit and climbed back down, and I looked around the way I came. Oh, crap, I'm lost, I said to myself. Hey, guys, I know this chapter is short, but it's 2:35 in the morning, and I need to read a story, then go to bed. So comment and vote bye.
Damn, okay.
I mean, she's taking care of herself. Point.
I like that, yeah.
I love this story.
I enjoyed this one so far.
This one is maybe my favorite one so far.
Probably will be.
Because the wolf story was definitely a slog eventually.
Yeah, but this is 8 chapters.
This is 8 chapters, short and sweet. It's fucking funny as shit.
Yeah, it's already like there's some wild choices being made here.
At the very least, and there are grammatical errors. Who cares?
Whatever. Fine.
And there's some interesting writing choices, but at least you made them, right? At least you fucking did that. You did that. You made that decision, and you did it, and you got the attention it deserves.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah. I'm excited. What's the next chapter titled? Are there chapter titles?
No, it's just chapter 2.
Okay, chapter 3. Yeah.
But the characterization of Josh Hutcherson climbing up, getting a banana, and walking back down and being like, "Ah, crap, I'm lost," is so real. That is so fucking real, dude. He totally would say that if he was not trapped on an island and got lost.
I'm lost.
Ah, crap, I'm lost. Yeah.
Yeah, it's realistic.
You can't really write dialogue. Most books
this is the No Country for Old Men
it is.
Of fan fiction.
I'm not joking. I'm not joking. There's a big criticism I see all the time of books, and whether you agree with it or not, I understand. Where it's like, they don't talk like people.
Yeah,
they don't talk like a human being would talk. That's how a human being would talk.
Yeah.
Ah, fuck. God damn it. I'm in the middle of an island.
Yeah, not everything has to be very poetic or prose-like. You know what I mean? I get that. And there's a little bit of that. I like that. It's a little straight to the point. Yeah, gotta appreciate it. Yeah, a nice simple story.
Oh.
Let's monetize that.
Yeah.
Welcome to the ad break.
Welcome.
Hey, are you enjoying this podcast so far?
I know I am.
then you better like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh dang bell if you're watching on YouTube. And if you're listening on Apple and Spotify, rate us 5 stars. And if there's a rating system, rate it 5 stars.
Why not?
Top stars.
Top stars. There's no reason to rate it anything less. I mean,
yeah.
Like, why would you even do
Why
like
would you
just don't
do that?
Don't rate it if you don't like it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you want to help support the podcast financially, there's a couple ways to do it.
Yeah.
If you go over to buymeacoffee.com/APWSTR, we'll read whatever you have to say, as long as it's not like racist, homophobic, transphobic, stuff like that.
Indeed. Do we have any?
A bunch of coffee.
Oh my gosh.
A bunch of coffee.
A bunch of coffee.
All right. Devani bought a coffee. Hi, I've been listening to your podcast for a few weeks now. I found you on TikTok. And I just have to say, you make my shifts at Target go by so much easier.
Hell yeah.
It's hard for me to find podcasts where I can actually listen through entire episodes, but you guys make me literally laugh out loud through every segment. I'm so glad I've stumbled upon you guys. Much love. Thank you.
Thank you so
much.
much.
Thank you for the coffee.
Thank you.
Andy, they bought 2 coffees.
Hi.
Y'all have made an incredibly stressful time way less terrible. I hope whatever coffee you get is the perfect temperature and filmed to the brim.
Oh
Heart
my
emojis.
gosh. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. And Grace bought 3 coffees. You guys have easily become my new favorite podcast, and I can't get enough of it. Have a nice day.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for the nice words. If you want to leave nice words, the best way to do is to buy me a coffee. Or through
anything
the ratings.
else. You could talk about anything else.
Yeah.
It doesn't just have to be sucking our dicks.
Yeah.
You know?
Say,
we appreciate it.
Yeah, you can advertise for $3.
You could.
You could, theoretically.
I wouldn't give a crap.
Unless you're like a big company.
Yeah.
You gotta pay money for
Walmart can't
Walmart
come
can't
in
do
and
it,
buy us a fucking
Walmart
coffee.
does that. I'm gonna be like, fucking email us.
We
have
Walmart.
ad spots available.
Yeah, come on.
Bitch. But yeah, thank you for doing that. If you want to support the podcast for the more long-term with recurring payments and get exclusive content, ad-free episodes, and or usually get early releases, you can go over to patreon.com/APWSTR.
Indeed. And also, we do have a website now.
We have an official website, APWSTR.com.
Indeed. And on there, we have like little blog posts and links to every single episode, but we also have a newsletter, which you can sign up.
So you can be aware of every single release that comes out in a week.
Yes, those go out on Fridays just to let you know, like, if there's anything that you missed. Make sure if you're actually signing up that you go and confirm it in the email. I think some people have signed up and they haven't confirmed it because they haven't transferred over into the email list. But that's also good just in case we want to send out an announcement or if we have like a merch drop, maybe
potentially in the future,
or
you know.
So I'm saying maybe that's going to happen
Maybe in the next
soon.
few weeks we might be dropping something that you guys would never expect.
And maybe it's something that's really cool and maybe something that you're interested in, maybe?
Maybe something you can enjoy while you listen to the podcast.
Maybe. Or other things as well. Because we're working on multiple merch things. And who knows? Maybe we want to send out a little, 10% off or something.
If you're on the newsletter, yeah.
If you're on the newsletter, the only way you can do it.
And also, you'll probably get a discount if
you're on the Patreon.
Yeah, as well.
So, do that. And that's where our merch is going to live from now on.
Yeah. It'll all link to that. Yeah. So, yeah. Also, if you're on the Patreon,
we're going to stream Dogma as the next part of Sarah versus Matt Damon. It will be the last episode of Sarah versus Matt Damon for the meantime because of the SAG-AFTRA
stuff. Yeah. Apparently, companion podcasts are considered promotional materials for work, new and old.
And while we're not in the union, we want to show solidarity with the strike.
Yes.
And since the union specifically said, even if you're not union and you're promoting strike material, that is scabbing. That's why
That's why we're being cautious about it. Just to be clear about that, because I know people have been mentioning that to us. So, we're going to be doing that. That'll be the last one we do, and we're going to switch it up and give patrons a new podcast.
Yes, about Dave Matthews, where we just listen to Dave Matthews all the time. We still have to record that because for some reason, sitting around and listening to the first album of Dave Matthews is hard.
Very difficult.
I don't know what that is about, but we're going to work on that.
We're going to figure it out. Yeah, so that'll be the next thing on our docket for patrons.
And the Dogma stream is going to happen
the Wednesday that this podcast comes out at 7:30.
This podcast is coming out Tuesday.
Yeah. So that's coming out Wednesday.
Okay, so a day after this
podcast
release
goes out.
This podcast goes
Wednesday, the whatever the fuck. God damn it.
We almost forgot to do this too.
Yeah, we're recording this real quick.
Because we want to make sure the 16th.
Wednesday the 16th at 7:30 p.m. in our Discord.
In our Patreon Discord. So you do have to be a patron.
To access the Discord.
To access the Discord to get to the
Patreon for free for 7 days if you just want to be there for Dogma.
Yeah.
But you also get a bunch of other content as well.
And also, if you do miss it and you are a part of the Patreon and you want to watch it,
I'll make sure to get it recorded so that way it's all available for everybody.
Yeah, we're gonna upload it. I think it'll just be the audio though, right?
Yeah, it'll just be the audio. I still have to do that for the other movie we watched because I forgot about that until just now. So,
but you will have to find a copy of Dogma to watch if you do wait. But we will be streaming it visually on Discord as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, just wanted to let you guys know. Go do that now.
Yes, yeah, you do it now.
Because it's gonna happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
So yeah.
All right, sweet. Okay, back to the show. Bye.
Back to the show. Bye.
Welcome to the Reddit segment.
Welcome to the Reddit segment, guys.
Sarah.
Yeah.
Do you have some stories to read?
Yes, I do.
Sweet. So fucking get you.
I do want to say I don't choose the ones specifically that are anti-men, where the man is in the one. I don't be like, "Oh yeah, a man did a bad thing." I just go, "Wow, what a piece of shit!" And most of the time, they're men.
Yeah. Damn, we live in a society.
Speaking of.
Oh, okay, yeah.
My wife and children have been away for several weeks, and I don't miss them.
Let's hear them out, guys.
Listen.
Guys, let's hear them out. Guys, look at me. Look at the man. Let's hear him out.
My 28 male, too old.
Oh.
Wife, Fiona, 26 female, went away to visit her family in another part of the country for a few weeks. They were having a camping trip, and since I recently started working a new job, and also didn't want to be around my in-laws for that long, I stayed behind.
In-laws, am I right?
Oh my gosh. Which, I mean, maybe they're terrible.
Maybe they're terrible. I know, but yeah.
She took our 2 daughters, 2 female, and it's written 0.5 female.
So
half a year.
Half a year.
With her. She called today to talk and also to tell me that she misses me. And I suddenly realized that I hadn't missed her or the children at all.
Yikes.
Shit, I hadn't even really thought about them. For all I could have known or cared, I was back to my free and single self, making my own food, doing my own household chores, having free time to do whatever I pleased. I went out of my way to reconnect with old friends I hadn't seen in years, and it was amazing. I felt so free, and the whole time I didn't once think about how my wife was doing out there, how my oldest daughter might be missing me, or anything.
You said that publicly forever. That's crazy.
That's the point I'm trying to make, is like, okay, have your feelings, right?
I don't want to.
I'm not saying don't have your feelings. I'm just saying maybe don't type them online.
Like you're kind of
like you're bragging.
It doesn't even feel too much like bragging. It kind of does. There's a little hint of it, yeah.
To me,
but it does feel like you're like, I guess bragging might be the best word for this. Yeah.
I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's not.
Yeah, there might be a better word for it, but yeah. If I had more time, I'd come up with a better word, but.
I didn't know or want to know anything about their lives at that point. My youngest daughter started eating solid food while she was out there and started sitting up on her own. It doesn't bother me in the slightest that I missed those first moments with her.
Yikes.
I know this sounds awful.
Yeah.
Do you?
It is awful.
Would you really post it if you knew the gravity of how awful it sounds? Really?
Yeah.
But I have no concern whatsoever about them all. I feel like I could do this forever. Be alone, play video games, use drugs, parentheses responsibly.
I wasn't even thinking about like responsibility, but like, why'd you bring it up?
No. Hang out with whoever I want, do whatever I want, whenever I want. I don't feel lonely, isolated, heartsick, sad, depressed, purposeless, suppressed, or anything of the sort. I almost don't want these weeks to end. Don't get me wrong, I don't want to leave my family. I know that my children need a father figure, and I want to do my best to provide for them and all the things a father is supposed to do for his children. And I know I'm a bad parent, and I'll never be the father they should have had. That doesn't mean I won't continue to try and do my best for them. But damn if it doesn't feel amazing to just be free and single for a few weeks.
That's...
Okay.
Okay, listen.
Okay.
Giving actual, like, kind of a little bit of, like, a hint... A hint of like,
if you feel all those things with your family, that sucks.
That does suck. Yeah.
You know,
I think
you're not an asshole for feeling.
Yeah. And I can even kind of understand on a general level, the want and the feelings of wanting to have like
a day off.
Yeah. Right, I get it.
By yourself.
By
where you
yourself,
just kind of like
where you
around.
don't have to think about someone else, you know.
Same, yeah.
Fair, fine. However, you haven't thought once
One time
about your family during this, and it took this long for one call with your wife. That's a little crazy.
I'm thinking about this from like the perspective of a woman who is not married. I'm in a relationship, but a woman who is not married and does not have kids. I hear a man talk like that about his wife and kids, and I go, "Oh my god!
I don't want to be married.
Fuck.
I don't want to have kids.
Oh
That's
my
what
god!
happens.
I don't want to be in that situation where I got to deal with a guy that thinks that just because I'm gone for a couple weeks.
You leave for an hour. I'm free."
And not because of anything wrong necessarily with the guy, but that it's just a scary relationship situation to be in.
Yeah, and it's very, and I don't know, it is the posting it publicly, like trying to let it out, like how happy you are.
Yeah, Batman couldn't get that out of me.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's just, you know,
there's something weird. There's something weird
What's
going on. Yeah.
You need to go to therapy.
Yeah. Figure out why you're having these feelings. Especially if you're saying, and I'm going to take you on your word, you don't want to leave your family.
Yeah.
But it also doesn't seem like you give a lot of a shit about your family.
Because, yeah, like
You're taking, like...
What is your life like when they're there?
Yeah.
Like, do you just think they're a nuisance all the time?
Where it's like, yeah, I can't go meet my old friends. I can't...
How much time do you spend with them? Do you spend a lot of time with them and actually have gotten to know them? Do you not spend a lot of time and actually spend more time working and less time actually, you know, hanging out with them?
Yeah, and
you know, is it just because you haven't really bonded with your children that you don't really give a shit about what developmental milestones they've gone
sitting
through?
Up on their own, yeah,
and eating solid food? Like that was the craziest part to me.
That's crazy that you're like, I don't give a shit.
That's your kid, and you don't give a crap.
I had a martini that day. That's what was awesome.
Like,
that was,
you know,
I was toking an ale, baby.
Listen, I also love token and ale, right?
Yeah,
obviously, but like, I love that too. That's why I don't have kids.
Yeah.
I would have kids by now if I was like, man, I really wanted to see a kid hit a developmental milestone. Like, you know, if I really had that in me, I would have a kid by now. But
yeah, I get that.
I do not have that.
You don't have that right now. Yeah, I get that. Yeah.
I don't think it's wrong to want to be single and free. I think it is wrong that you want to abandon your family to do that.
Yeah, I think that's, I agree.
And he did say he didn't want to abandon his family. His actions...
It seems like a little bit like you want to abandon your family.
And I do want to... I mean, I don't know. Maybe this is inflammatory, but... Reminds me of Chris Watts.
Oh, wait, who's a...
Murderer of Shannon Watts and his 2 children.
Oh, yeah, you're right, yeah.
Casey Anthony.
Yeah.
Like, you know, there is a scenario where it's like, man, I really want to be single and free and not have family anymore.
Buy a gun.
I'm gonna fucking kill them.
I'm gonna fucking do
put them in the ground.
I know the perfect lawyer for this.
I'm not saying this guy's a murderer. It's just the fucking...
The vibe is off.
It's not like he has the vibes of a murderer either. Just, I am a woman, and when I hear like, God, I just wish my wife and kids would disappear, the first thing I think of is,
I'm about to die.
I gotta call the police.
Yeah.
and that's just...
Start looking up the internet history, seeing,
That's my brain rot from living.
Yeah.
In a female body and hearing about listen, predator, prey. If you were a squirrel and there was a news organization of all the squirrels in the world and they had TV, they figured out television technology.
Got tech figured out, yeah.
And you heard every day, there's a fox on the loose. And he's going to eat you and your children.
He's going after squirrels.
And you met a fox in real life, and he was like, yeah, man, I don't know. I'm tired of eating vegetarian. You would be like,
I'll check out some meat.
I got to get out of here.
Yeah.
That's what I'm trying to express.
I understand that metaphor. Thank you.
The fox cannot eat squirrel.
Yeah.
He can decide to not eat squirrel.
But the second he starts saying like, well, maybe squirrel.
He shouldn't get mad at squirrels for not being around him.
Yeah.
Because of the history of fox eats squirrel.
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
I see you typing in there. Actually, foxes don't eat squirrels that often.
I was No joke. I was gonna say, wait, do foxes eat squirrels?
No, I don't fucking know. I just know that foxes are little guys. I know that squirrels are even littler guys.
There is a potential for a pecking order there. I get it. I get what you mean. Yeah.
I should have done owl mouse or something. Whatever.
Cat and mouse. Yeah. No. Yeah.
You know?
There are
Jesus.
other. Yeah. If you had more time, you'd come up with a better metaphor. It's okay.
Yeah,
I get
exactly.
it. Solved it though. Solved it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. God. Okay. Hey, do you guys like stories about dogs?
And the thing was, I saw this in the doc and I was gonna read it, and you got to it first. Like literally, like a split second.
Yes.
I saw the word dog and I was like, ooh, and then you took it.
Goddamn right.
Fucking shit. Josh is gonna get the dog one this episode.
Okay. All right, guys. I want you guys down in the comments down below. I want you guys to let me know if this title's accurate.
Some of the troopers that power Am I the Devil and therefore this podcast and many other Reddit podcasts must have a problem with dog harm.
I want you guys to let me know how misleading this title is.
Oh, God.
Am I the butt face for taking initiative to quiet my neighbor's noisy dog?
That can mean a myriad of things. Hitting a dog lightly with my car was a dog rolling over the top of the car.
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
Hey, Reddit.
No.
I've got a story to share that's causing some buzz in my neighborhood, though I honestly don't think I did anything wrong. Let me know if you agree. So, my neighbor's got this dog named Max. Now, Max is quite the character. He loves to bark at everything and anything. I work from home, and Max's barking was seriously affecting my focus and sleep. I tried talking to my neighbor about it, but they seemed to shrug it off as just part of Max's personality. I understand dogs bark, but Max was taking it to a whole new level. After thinking it over, I decided to take some action to improve the situation. I recorded a video of Max during one of his intense barking sessions and sent it to a local animal shelter. I explained the issue, mentioning that Max's barking was causing a disturbance in the neighborhood. A few days later, my neighbor realized Max was gone and started searching for him.
Oh my, what?
Turns out the animal shelter found a family in a quieter area who could provide Max with a more peaceful environment. I thought it was a win-win. Max would have a better home and the neighborhood would have some relief from the constant noise. When my neighbor found out about Max's new home, they were upset and confronted me. They accused me of going behind their back, but I explained that I thought it would benefit both them and Max. However, some of the neighborhoods seemed to disagree, and now there's this whole divide about whether I was out of line. Honestly, Reddit, I don't really see the big deal. I was just trying to solve a problem for myself and the community. Do you think I should feel bad about what I did, or was I justified in finding a solution that made things better for everyone, including Max? Your thoughts are welcome, even if they're a bit critical.
Okay. This at the very least is rage bait. This at the very most is AI. As soon as you said, hey, Reddit, I was like, okay. And it's like, here's a situation that has caused some buzz in my neighborhood. No one talks like that.
It's probably AI now, actually. Yeah, you're so fucking right. God damn it.
Apparently, that's like a thing with AI, is they'll be like, hey, Reddit, and then at the end, they'll be like, what do you think, Reddit?
Yeah.
Like, that's what the AI does.
All right, lads.
It's so difficult, though, to tell. And now it's made a lot of our, like, pool of Reddit posts that we get, like, a lot smaller.
Yeah, a lot more difficult to fucking, like...
What is the purpose of writing an AI Reddit story and putting it up, other than just to thwart me, Sarah Elizabeth O'Hearn?
I will say it definitely thwarted me, too, because God, is that a real story?
Because it's got to be rage bait, because they're like, tell me your most critical thing. Be critical of me.
Yeah. But it does sound like it's written by an AI, though. The more I think about it, God damn it, I got
a little bit. I wonder. And also, I found one that was rage bait that was really interesting. It was the it was a landlord that am I the asshole for demanding my tenant pay rent?
Oh, I saw that one too. I decided against it, I think.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, because
it was like they buried the lead in it.
Yeah,
it was not AI because it had mistakes.
Yeah,
But it was rage bait because the guy buried the lead that the guy that he evicted was his son. And yeah. Anyway, I don't know. It's very interesting because now 90% of the Reddit stories we read are rage bait or AI, not real. And it's like, what do we say to that, you know?
Yeah, that's fair. Do you want me to find a new story? Because I can find a new story.
No, it's fine.
All right.
I just think, I don't know, maybe not for TikTok. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, sweet.
Yeah.
Not for TikTok.
Not for TikTok.
But I don't know. Let's assume this was real for just a second.
Because what am I supposed to do? If fucking professors can't determine if their fucking essays are written by AI,
yeah.
I'm supposed to just know, you know?
Yeah.
Fuck.
So, yeah, how do you feel
about stealing someone's dog?
Stealing someone's dog.
It's not a good thing. What am I supposed
Sarah,
to say?
what's your take on stealing a dog and giving it to the giving
also
them back?
sounds like not something that would happen.
Yeah, it definitely doesn't like
a shelter being like, a loud dog? I can find another family for that dog. That doesn't happen, I think.
That's probably fair, yeah. God damn, I got. I'm so mad I got, actually. I'm really pissed off.
I'm sorry.
Damn it.
I definitely
this
get it.
This is also a problem, though, where I don't read a story all the way through. So it's also
you gotta
like
do it now.
It happened, yeah.
It puts more work on us, you know, which sucks.
Oh, I gotta do a lot of work.
You gotta read a couple of paragraphs. Yeah, I mean, you know.
Boo. But I like being surprised too with you guys. That's what's important to me.
I mean, and that's valid a little bit, right?
You know, sometimes I just want to be surprised.
Dude, we wouldn't have ever known that motherfucker said a slur last episode. If you had read through that entire thing, you would have been like, I'm not doing it. He said a slur.
Yeah.
Twice.
No.
That shit was, I mean, it's not okay to say a slur.
No, it's
I want
not.
to be honest.
Yeah.
Fucking hilarious.
It is very funny.
That this guy thought it was okay to scream a slur in the middle of
my checkbook. I'll tell you what.
It definitely did make us money. Not going to lie.
I earned at least enough to make Wawa coffee. Yeah. Literally, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Solved it though.
Solved it.
Yeah. What a butt face.
What a butt face.
It's always the butt face ones that they really try to make worse.
Yeah, for sure.
Fascinating.
Okay, the Am I the Devil title for this one is and I did choose this one because it's so incredibly online.
Okay, all right.
The Am I the Asshole title is Am I the Asshole for criticizing someone's wife? And then the Am I the Devil title is Am I the Asshole for not shutting the fuck up?
Let's fucking go.
Okay. Am I the asshole for criticizing someone's wife? So I was in a Discord server and I was talking about how I despise TikTok.
Boo.
Boo. I love TikTok. Then another guy chimes in and says, I don't know, man. My wife can't pay attention to a 2-minute video, so apps like TikTok work much better for her. I then replied that that's not something to be proud of because it shows how TikTok is ruining everyone's attention span nowadays.
No, I don't like that argument.
I mean, that's not something that's measured, honestly. TBH.
Yeah.
Like, TBH. Did I just say that out loud?
Yeah, you did.
God, I'm a dumbass.
You're complaining about this being terminally online. You're acting terminally online.
WTF, LOL. Like, oh my God. OMG. I'm sorry. Fucking, anyway, whatever. I don't like this guy.
Okay.
That's it. Fuck. I don't have to explain my situation to you. This guy then gets super defensive and starts saying, actually, she has ADD and don't use my wife for your criticisms. At which point I'm like, hey, you brought your wife into this conversation, so don't be surprised if I use her as an example, even if it's for something negative. Also, he never mentioned the ADD thing before, so I feel like he just used that as an attempt to make me look bad. Besides, you can have ADD and still be able to watch videos longer than 2 minutes, so that doesn't help his argument whatsoever.
Fucking Ben Shapiro ass.
Debate bro ass motherfucker. Yeah. This guy then reiterates, I just don't like my family getting called out like that. And I tell him, you can not like it all you want, but the fact is...
Oh my God. Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. Yeah. You can not like it all you want, but the fact is that being somebody's wife doesn't shield you from criticism. I don't care that it's your wife or your husband, mother, father, brother, sister, or your third cousin twice removed.
You're such a fucking nerd. God, shut the fuck up.
I just slid into this voice, but yeah. If they're doing something wrong, I'm gonna say, hey, your family member is doing something wrong. It's not meant to insult anybody. It's not meant as a form of disrespect. It's just bolded. Constructive criticism.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
It's not what that is.
That's not.
You have to ask for criticism.
Yeah.
To be criticized constructively.
Listen.
Okay, guys, I'm listening.
Guys.
Sorry.
I do a podcast, right?
Yeah.
I can tell the difference between his hands are too small and
this soy boy's hands are too small.
And you know the noise floor sometimes is a little too high. Maybe you should lower.
Maybe you should work on your audio. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a difference. There is a difference. It's not you preemptively hating TikTok because you have the preconceived notion that it reduces everyone's attention spans.
And then turning this into an insult fest against some guy's wife.
Yeah.
Obviously, he's going to get mad at you.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
You've never spoken to a human being in your life.
He brought up his wife's disability and to fucking...
Yeah, I know, right?
To make me look bad in a debate of the minds.
Listen, I'm just giving your wife constructive criticism about her disability.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what I was doing here. Just saying that respectfully, maybe TikTok has had a bad influence on her attention span, and she should probably stop using it.
And that's why the chemicals in her brain are actually make her more preconceived to ADHD.
Aluminum foil hat. And that's why 5G is actually harmful.
Have you heard of this guy named Q? And how China is trying to steal all our data.
Anyway, I love Andrew Tate, and I really hate that they kicked him off of TikTok. I don't even think they did. Anyway, nothing rude was said about her in the process. It's no different from if I was talking about the harmful effects of smoking, and he said his wife was a smoker, and I was like, that's not good. Your wife should stop smoking. Although I would be stating the obvious in that case, but not as many people know about TikTok's harmful effects. And listen, if I get you in the comments and you're being contrarian, like, actually TikTok does have, you're using it right now. Shut up.
Shut the fuck up,
You're
nerd.
using it right now. Stop using it then.
Yeah, stop using it.
It's an app that you could choose to use.
You have free will. You can do whatever you want.
You're not like forced to sit here and watch it.
Born to shit, forced to TikTok.
Okay. So then an administrator on the Discord decides to jump into the conversation and starts white knighting for this guy's wife. What the fuck are you talking about?
Shut the fuck up. This guy so much. I hate him so much.
The fuck kind of incel ass shit. I tell him that the guy I was talking with was overreacting about my comments. After which the admin basically tells me to shut the fuck up.
Good. Yes.
I tell him that there's nothing wrong with criticizing someone's wife as long as it's done in a respectful manner. Okay, let me read that again. I tell him that there's nothing wrong with criticizing someone's wife as long as it's done in a respectful manner.
How was it respectful? Elaborate. Elaborate right now how it was respectful.
I tell him that there's nothing wrong with criticizing someone's wife as long as it's done in a respectful manner, after which the admin gets mad at me and bans me from the server.
Awesome.
For what exactly? Because I told somebody their wife was an example of a bigger problem in our society that needs to be fixed? She wasn't even the main subject of the conversation to begin with. It's not like humanity is permanently doomed to be that way and can't help itself. Really, this is fucking awesome. What he says next, this is fucking amazing.
Okay.
That this guy says this. And also really confirms his race.
Oh, yeah?
We know what his race is. Really, this whole thing felt like the whole Will Smith at the Oscars incident. But there were people defending Will during that whole thing, so maybe I'm wrong here too. Am I the asshole? My guy, you went on Reddit to write a story about how you got banned from Discord for not interpreting another guy's social cues about his wife. He begged you not to insult his wife, and then you continued to do it.
Insulted his wife.
And then you got banned from it, and your response was to go to Reddit. You need to put down the phone.
You need to go out and touch some fucking grass.
You
dude.
need to touch grass.
That grass needs to be touched by you.
You're so
online.
Yeah. I've seen a couple of these too. There was one that was like, today I fucked up by disagreeing in 2 X chromosomes, and I didn't use it because the disagreement was that he disagreed that someone's partner was psychotic.
Oh, yeah, I do remember seeing that one in the thing.
And she was a victim of R word.
Yeah. So I didn't want to do that one either. There were a lot of like bad ones that even I wouldn't.
Yeah, there were a lot of really bad ones this week that we try to choose the lighthearted ones sometimes. And sometimes it can even, it's indicative of a worse problem that can be very scary. But this one, it's just so stupid.
So stupid. So dumb.
Get off the internet.
Get off the internet.
Hop
Delete your
off the
accounts.
pot. Get off.
Jesus Christ.
Delete your accounts.
Fucking ridiculous, actually.
Just go do anything else. Go do a pottery class. Learn a skill. Go bake.
Yeah, stop debating.
Stop being like
random ass people.
And then he reiterated his point.
He used an ad hominem when he brought up his wife.
You're so far gone. We can't find you. You're so deep in the cyberspace. You're hanging out with the ones and zeros of the space bar. You know what I mean?
Bryce, dude. Yeah, I don't even know what to say to that, man. Fuck.
Stop
solved it?
Being an insufferable idiot.
Yeah. Loud.
I don't know. Maybe I got a little bit like, I don't understand what I did wrong. Like maybe he's autistic or something.
Maybe, but that's really like...
That doesn't mean that it's okay to be rude, though.
Yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
From someone who is also rude unknowingly sometimes.
Yeah, I get you.
Yeah. And also, like, it sounds like these two guys were explicitly telling him, stop doing
it, and then kept doing it.
And then he kept doing it. So, you know.
I don't know. All right, solved it?
Solved it.
I think we solved it. Babe, I think I just solved it.
Babe, I think I solved it. Actually, babe, I think I solved it.
I really hope you didn't read this one because you might tell me not to do this one.
What's the title?
Am I the asshole for showing my son a spicy GIF when he kept complaining he had to pee?
I have not read this one.
Okay, I haven't. Okay, good.
But by the title alone, Josh, I'm confused.
Do you think the "Am I the Devil" title of "What the fuck did I just read" is applicable here? Do you think it's?
I mean, I think it's a little underwhelming.
Interesting. Not the highest stakes, but I'm at a bit of a loss. So the other day, we were riding back from Virginia, where we visited some family over the weekend.
Okay.
And we're on the highway. My son kept complaining that he needed to take a piss, but we're pretty far from any exits, and the traffic is absolute hell.
Oh, God.
I was really tempted to just give him an empty bottle, but then I had another idea and showed him this spicy GIF of a hot model I had saved on my phone. When we finally got to an exit, just let the silence ring, everybody.
Okay.
When we finally got to an exit, my husband asked what I did because our son had stopped complaining. So I showed him the GIF. He was like, "What the fuck? Why did you show him that?" I'm like, "Why not? Our son recently turned 18 and the GIF wasn't pornography, just spicy."
What does that mean? What was the GIF? Now I gotta know.
Yeah.
For science purposes. Okay, whatever.
Source, please. Source.
I must know for science.
I have no idea why, but my husband was and still is determined to die on the hill that it was whack for me to have shown that gift to our son and that it was inappropriate.
I mean, yes, it is weird.
Am I the asshole? I really don't think so, but maybe there's some kind of major angle I'm missing here. My husband is usually very reasonable, so I'm a bit shooketh. You were talking about being terminally online earlier?
That's terminally online from 10 years ago.
Yeah.
But, I mean, still, I guess I don't understand. Was she like, go masturbate?
Or, so...
What?
First comment.
How does it stop him from peeing?
Did OP try to stop their newly 18-year-old son from peeing by trying to give him a boner?
So that's what it was?
That's what was happening.
Wait, okay. This I did not know.
Yeah.
Men, Are you like, if you really have to pee and you get a boner, does it make the pee go away?
It's weird. Personally.
Oh.
All right.
I didn't know this is a thing.
Josh's piss corner, guys. So sometimes
Can I make a thing in After Effects for that that's like Josh's piss corner?
Yeah, you can. If you send it to me, I will put it in. I'm not gonna fucking do that. You do that though? Fine. Yeah, easy.
I'll fucking do it.
So okay, Josh's piss corner. Whoa. Okay, so sometimes if I get a boner, it will put the piss away. Sometimes it doesn't.
Okay.
You can still piss with a boner. Like, yeah.
That's what I mean. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I guess I just assumed that. I don't think I've ever been in a conversation like this
You
before.
can only piss flaccid.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense,
that's
right?
what they taught me in the Florida school system.
Piss is only you can only piss flaccid if you're able to piss with a boner. That means you're gay. Getting tested on that in anatomy class.
Yeah, exactly.
Pissing in a boner means you're A, heterosexual, B, homosexual, or C, gay.
Okay. Yeah. Gay is the correct answer. Yeah.
Man, I chose homosexual, but you said that I got no.
You weren't hateful about it.
I don't mean that you want to have sex with men. I mean that you're gay.
But no, yeah. So like, it's very much like, so it's weird sometimes. Yeah, I think if you start to get horny, sometimes your piss will go away.
Wow.
Yeah.
So the mom A knew this, and then B
was like, I'm gonna use this on my son
to get him to stop complaining.
When you have an empty bottle, you could pull over, tell him to go out in the woods, piss.
Also, if traffic is that bad, it's probably standstill, so he could go outside.
He could go out, yeah. That there's no exits around. Yeah, come on.
Like, just, be a normal
normal person stuck in the woods.
Be a normal dumbass, Like, come on.
Don't be a weirdo that's like, I got a gift saved on my phone. That's also crazy. Like, saving... I mean,
it's not so crazy. Maybe she appreciates the female form.
That's okay.
Who knows? It's not so bad. Listen, I think if we're putting people in jail who have gifts saved on their phone, I'm just saying. It's like... police state.
Can I put you on blast real quick?
Yeah, what's up?
There was one time, I think you read a Zach Fox tweet that was like, ladies, if you went through your boyfriend's saved tweets.
Yeah, you would be like crazy. And then we did, and
mine was like, what did I have saved?
I don't know. It was like nerd shit.
It was like a nerdy, like, it might have been a Five Nights at Freddy's thing.
I think so. And then I was razzing you about it, and then you were like, let's go through yours.
All right, let's go through yours.
And then my first one was Meg Turney showing her whole ass. Bookmark, and I don't even remember when I bookmarked that shit. When I'm out there being homosexual, I black out. And I wake up the next day and I go through my phone and I'm like, why am I so gay? I don't even remember being gay.
I don't remember this.
I don't even remember that. One time an old friend from high school told me that I wrote her a poem, and I don't remember that shit at all. I had to be like, yeah.
You have Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde, but it's just when you're gay.
It's just when sometimes I'm gay, sometimes I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't wait for that in the Halloween Horror Nights house this year.
Dude.
Room, pure color.
As Florida gets more fascist, Halloween Horror Nights gets more
like homophobic.
It's more like weird. Like,
yeah.
Critical race theory. The house. The haunted house.
A book, The Haunted House. Library.
The Life and Times of Frederick Douglass. Like, oh no. Not knowledge.
2 + 2 = 4. No!
Your son Bobby going by Bob. What? An actual literal form that you have to fill out now in Florida schools.
You got to fill that form out, baby.
So parents know when their children are transing themselves.
Yeah.
So they can beat the shit out of them.
God.
And kill them.
We're trying to leave the state. Patreon.com/APWSTR.
Please, dear God.
God, fuck. Do you know that's actually so bad? There's like literal brain drain happening in Florida now.
Brain drain?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
Basically, all the like jobs that require some level of intelligence.
Oh, they can't find people.
They can't find people. there's a genuine brain drain going on in Florida right now.
Listen, I feel like, okay, maybe, but also maybe those jobs are lying because I don't want to hire anyone.
That's fair. That is possible.
Okay.
But yeah, did we solve it though?
I think we did multiple times.
Is it a good thing or a bad thing to show your son fucking spicy gifts?
It's a weird thing.
Is it bad to go on r/breeding and show your son?
That was from r/breeding? Am I the asshole? For trying to breed with my son.
My son a gif of I no condom.
What was the gif? Like, how is it spicy?
Know. Can we let's see. Let's see if this person
it would be really funny if it was not spicy at all. Like, it's just a model in a t-shirt and jeans.
Yeah.
And he still got a boner, you know?
Yeah, what a fucking nerd. He doesn't have porn
just being
brain.
a mom and being like, it doesn't take much for him. I know.
Right.
I'm a boy mom.
I'm a boy mom.
Am I the asshole for not wanting to share my dinner with my wife?
Okay.
I'm sitting here half annoyed, half confused how to feel. Here is my situation. My wife did not work today. She has been hanging with the kids all day. Just hanging out, chilling out with the kids.
I saw this one in the forum. Yeah,
the title, Am I the Devil title is, she was hanging out with the kids.
You know how she is fucking smoking weed behind the
kids
kitchen.
Chilling. Yeah. I got home from work at 5:30 and did a turn and burn to jujitsu class.
What? Wait, so
this motherfucker is doing jujitsu.
So he goes
home. His wife has been hanging out with the kids all day. Got a day off.
How old are the kids?
Small.
Well, and then he leaves to go do jujitsu.
So that later in the story, she has to take a bath with that. She has to give them baths.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
So that's small. I got home at work and did a turn and burn to jujitsu class.
Okay.
He's got to go to jujitsu
class. Yeah.
Fine. It's okay to have hobbies.
Fine. Yeah.
I'm actually not mad at that. I think jujitsu class is funny, but I think go ahead and do it. Dinner was not discussed, but since I was getting home at 8:30, I assumed I was on my own for dinner. I get back at 8:30, absolutely starving and exhausted. I had been planning my dinner all day.
I'm gonna eat my fucking dinner.
He does talk about dinner.
Okay.
I want everyone to... Come on. Let's all gear yourself up for this.
Okay.
Poor man's sushi. It's just canned tuna, rice, wrapped in seaweed.
Really?
That's a boy dinner if I ever heard it.
Boy dinner.
I write down everything I eat in a food log and had planned this dinner in advance.
Get a fucking Fitbit. Come on. Jesus Christ. You gotta fucking write that shit down.
What a strange thing to judge this man.
No, I'm judging the food. Don't worry. The food is getting judged. And also hanging with the kids did a lot of legwork.
It did, yeah.
Jesus.
I had the exact amount of rice and only 2 sheets of seaweed. I get home and my wife and kids are in the bathroom taking a bath. They're just all taking a bath.
They're hanging in the bath.
They're hanging out now in the bath.
Yeah.
So I get to work on my sushi. I have the entire thing written down and I'm ready to feast. I'm giddy with excitement.
Giddy with excitement.
Sitting down at the table, all of a sudden my wife comes out and into the kitchen and says, "Can I have half of that? Me and the kids went out for a late lunch and I haven't eaten." I pause, obviously not happy with this news.
Obviously, I'm like, this fucking bitch didn't eat dinner. Fuck her.
I don't want to share, but I also acknowledge that hogging down all the food would be selfish. So she notices the pause and goes, "Fine, I guess I'll just figure something out," in a pissy tone. I go, no, we can split it, and give her half. I go on to explain my situation, but I don't think she cared. She was annoyed that I even paused. Now, I only had half my dinner and am still hungry. I can't imagine asking for half someone's food as they are just sitting down to eat, but I also can't imagine not sharing it. I can't decide how to feel. That's the story.
That's it?
That's it.
That's it?
So I don't really know. I don't know. Because I'm like, okay, well, no, actually, she's been with the kids all day.
She's only been hanging out with the kids.
She didn't work.
Yeah, she just hung out.
She just hung out with the kids and hung out while they all had a bath together.
Yeah, hung out. You know, she was hanging out when she was changing their diapers. And
yeah, and feeding them and, you know.
That was all just hang time. God, I wish I could have a job where I just hung out.
I think it's just a communication issue mostly.
I think so too. Yeah.
I just think this guy is wacky as hell. That's mainly.
He's like,
it.
I gotta get to jujitsu. I gotta come back. I'm writing down in my food journal. Fucking seaweed. I got 2 seaweed. I'm super excited to eat this food.
I don't think he's the devil. I just think he's weird and he does not communicate with his wife very well.
That is fair. I
and
agree with
neither
that.
does his wife either. Because I mean, she didn't say like, "Bro, I've been hanging out with the kids all day. I've been hanging out with the kids all day. Come on, like let's figure out dinner."
Yeah, I think if you're taking care of the kids, I don't know. I feel like there should be a bit of an onus on the guy though to figure out dinner plans at least.
But I mean, I think it should be communicated.
It should be communicated though. Yeah.
But yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
What a weird guy.
Can't say I'm too hard on men, guys. Plus, also a hard on for men.
That's gay.
That's gay. I'm going to the gay well too much.
Yeah. What are you, gay?
And I don't have my proof.
Oh yeah.
I don't have my proof.
Our cat has, and we haven't had a chance to hang this back up, but our cat will go after the pin that's on the flag,
which is a "you are safe here" pin. So I think he's just transphobic.
I think our cat's very homophobic, transphobic.
Which we haven't raised him from a kitten, so we didn't put that on him.
Yeah.
He was out in the wild.
That was actually your friend that.
Yeah, maybe our friend that found it. Maybe he put that on them.
Yeah. All right. Am I the asshole for refusing to do things for my pregnant wife?
Yeah.
Hey, Reddit. I need some perspective on this. Oh my God, this is another AI story.
Hey, Reddit.
Hey, Reddit. I need some perspective on a situation with my wife, Emma, 30 female, and I, 32 male. We have been together for 6 years, having met through mutual friends in college. Our relationship was great, and we got married 2 years ago. Recently, Emma became pregnant with our first child, and that's where things have taken a turn. Before her pregnancy, we had a fairly equal division of household chores and responsibilities. However, since Emma got pregnant, she's been dealing with morning sickness, fatigue, and other pregnancy-related challenges. I admit I was initially supportive and empathetic, but as time went on, I started feeling overwhelmed. Emma has asked me for help with various things like grocery shopping, cooking, cleaning, and even accompanying her to doctor's appointments.
Oh my God, what a lot of work.
Gabagool.
What?
I've started to push back, citing work stress and personal time. It's true that my job has been demanding, but I can't deny that I've been reluctant to step up as much as I used to. Last week, Emma expressed how much she's struggling and told me how hurt she feels by my lack of support. She's even cried, saying that she thought we were a team. While part of me feels guilty, another part thinks she's exaggerating her needs. I've told her that I have my own stress to deal with and I can't always be at her beck and call. Am I the asshole for refusing to do things for my pregnant wife? I know pregnancy can be tough, but I also feel like I need some space.
It could be.
It could be. Listen, sometimes it's not.
Sometimes, yeah. There's definitely sometimes where a baby just glides out of you like a little angel after 9 months. No, it feels AI, because who the fuck would even talk like that?
Think that, yeah. Am I the asshole? I know pregnancy can be tough, but also I feel like I need some space and time for myself. That's not even part of the question. That's not even implied. She just needs help here and there.
Yeah, that's all she's asking for.
How can you not find personal time?
I don't understand anyone who sees a pregnant woman and in need of help and doesn't help.
Also, telling your pregnant wife, I'm not going to the fucking doctor with you.
Fuck that. Get yourself there.
Get yourself there.
If I drove Uber and a pregnant woman got in my thing to go to a doctor, I would be like, what's your name? Like, let's hang out more. Like, do you need help?
Do you need help? Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, do you want a friend or?
Yeah,
like,
dude, yeah.
Are you all alone? That sucks ass. I don't know. Like, we know someone. Should I say this?
Nah. No, you can. Yeah, fine.
No, we know someone else. Not me. Not me. No, not me. I'm being serious right now.
No,
it's not
it's
me.
Not Sarah.
We know someone else who has recently announced that they are pregnant, and my first response is like, I gotta do stuff. I gotta help you. I gotta help you so much.
Yeah.
Someone close to us has recently announced that they are pregnant. Not me. I'm not doing that.
We're about to have a third co-host.
There is a podcast, and it is really cute, of this dad with a kid.
Oh, that's nice. Okay.
Where they do a podcast where she says stuff, and he
I've seen it.
They're really cute. I like them. But it would be really funny to have a baby and immediately milk them for content. Put like a microphone in front of them.
Read the fucking story. Read the fucking story, baby.
Hey, can you fix your mic placement?
Come on, Jesus.
Hey, when you talk, can you talk
amateur hour
into
over
the
here?
mic?
Just a kid in a child seat right in the middle.
Really funny. But no, not me. Someone else. And
Yeah.
I can't imagine hearing that someone's pregnant and being like, oh, now I gotta do stuff.
God damn it.
I bet she wants help.
I bet she's gonna exaggerate her problems to make me help her.
God.
That bitch.
Like immediately my first thought was like, I gotta make a blanket. I gotta make the kid needs a blanket. The kid needs a blanket.
My first thought was, fuck, I gotta be a better person.
No, literally, but that's part of it a little bit, you know?
Like shit.
Fuck. God damn it. Now I gotta
be a good role
be
model.
nice to people.
Yeah.
Shit. Fuck.
Jesus.
Yeah.
God. I don't know, man. It's your kid too. Like, come on. Don't you want the person carrying your kid? Like, if you're gonna even take that angle of like, I did this.
It really just is selfishness. You know?
Yeah.
That's why I hope it's AI.
I hope it's AI too. Yeah. Hope it's AI. Solved it.
Hope it's AI. Solved it.
Solved it. AI edition.
Hmm?
I don't know. I don't know what the fuck that was. I'm sorry. That was dumb.
I think, wouldn't it be funny if, okay, maybe next episode,
Yeah.
like 3 of the Reddit stories we do are real, and then 2 are secret AI. Like we use ChatGPT to write Reddit stories.
I'm not doing that.
No?
Fuck that.
Or like one is AI. And then the other person has to has to pick out which one is AI.
Okay, maybe.
Like as a game.
Let's think about it. Yeah, but we have to. We'll be clear up front if we do that. Then how about that?
Yeah, I mean, obviously it would be up front.
That's fair.
And the AI one wouldn't be a TikTok.
Okay, fair enough.
So,
all right.
but it could be a fun thing we do.
Okay, fair enough.
Am I the asshole for refusing to? Oh wait. Also, trigger warning: transphobia and misgendering.
Great.
Am I the asshole for refusing to use my trans brother's preferred pronouns at family gatherings until he apologizes for a childhood incident?
Whoa.
Favorite thing for you, Josh? Throwaway account.
It's not gonna fucking help you.
So people have said that a throwaway account means that it's just so that their previous history doesn't show up. It might be that their family will find it.
Yeah, but I mean, I get it.
I will say initially when I used to see throwaway accounts on Am I the Asshole and relationship posts,
people would say
it was in secret, like my partner uses Reddit and I don't want her to find
Yeah,
this.
people have said that before. That's why I usually assume that. Yeah.
And maybe it's changed.
It might have changed. Okay.
But that's what I agree that's how I used to think about it too.
Okay.
I, 35 female, have a younger brother, quote unquote Alex, 33 male, who recently came out as a trans man. I support the LGBTQ plus community. No, you don't. And believe not true. And believe everyone has a right to their identity. No, you don't. However, Alex and I have unresolved issues from our childhood. So therefore he doesn't deserve respect. Because he was a mean person to me one time. When we were kids, he did something really hurtful to me, unrelated to his gender identity. We never spoke about it, and he never apologized. When he started his transition and asked the family to use he, him pronouns, I told him I would, but only if he apologized for the past incident.
Why are you making someone's identity your blackmail? Like,
yeah, it's weird, hasn't it?
It's weird. It's a little sus.
It's wacky behavior for sure.
It's wacky behavior at the very least.
My reasoning was that if he expects respect from me regarding his identity, I deserve an apology for the hurt he caused me. Do not equal.
These are not equal, yeah.
Even in the words that you said, I thought you would say, I expect respect from him. But that's not what you said.
Yeah, you're demanding an apology.
How are they related? They're not.
This is not related at all.
I don't know. The family is split. Some think I'm using his identity against him because you are.
Yes.
While others feel I'm justified in wanting an apology. No, you're not. Am I the asshole in this condition? So I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna read through the comments to see what it is because I mean I don't know, sexual assault. I don't know. That would be terrible.
Yeah,
right. And it's like
I wonder if there is like what was it like?
Wait, what could it be to
that
cause?
You are like, I'm not gonna respect your name
in general.
I'm not gonna respect your gender.
I don't believe in that even.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know.
It's such an easy thing to do.
It's the easiest thing to do.
It's classless to not do it because of, you know, and then this comes up with like Chris Chan.
Oh yeah.
People will be like, I'm not gonna respect blah 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 Chris Chan's gender identity because he's a terrible person, and it's like, but it's the easiest thing to do. You could criticize Chris Chan for 5 million things for being a criminal.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Jesus. Yeah, I don't know. It doesn't matter what your identity is. You can still be a shitty person, but
why?
What's the thing here?
Why lower your own argument by attacking someone else for
something that that's so dumb.
I don't know. Yeah, it's not the right word.
Yeah, what could it be though? Because it's from childhood. Like, I don't know. You got picked last on the fucking softball team. Like what? Like.
Only I don't know.
Because you have to say what it is then, right?
Okay.
You have to say what the childhood incident was.
Okay, I found it.
Oh, yeah?
Okay, copied verbatim from original OP's comments. You must tell us what he did to you. Trigger warning, homophobia, queerphobia. When I told him I thought I might be a lesbian in confidence, he went around telling everyone and made extremely homophobic remarks. So I want an apology since he is now a member of the LGBTQ plus community. So now I'm understanding the logic a little bit more. I think it is fucking stupid.
It is still, it's not really... Because that's not showing solidarity then now as adults.
Yeah, no. Like, it's being stupid.
Listen, do I think you should apologize?
Yeah,
probably.
I think
you should, yeah.
Homophobia sucks.
Are you gonna like stick and carrot respecting your pronouns?
Because also like other people made a good response of, I don't want an apology from someone that it was forced out of, right?
Yeah.
Not a valid apology, right? I want someone to be sorry, actually.
Yeah. Like if you brought it up and you were like, hey, listen, in childhood you did this one thing.
And it really hurt
me. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one thing.
It's a different thing where like they come out to you and you're like, listen, I'll
you were
respect
homophobic to me in childhood, so now I'm gonna be transphobic to you.
I got the upper hand now. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, yeah.
And also, I mean, personally, I believe in what's the fucking word? And I don't want to look like I actually don't believe in it. Well, like sometimes straight people will be like, yeah, I believe in the straight, and they look like they've never said those words before in their life. What the fuck is the word?
For what? What's the word mean?
Intersectional.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I believe in like intersectional sexual. What the fuck? I can't talk right now, Josh.
Intersectional.
Yeah. Solidarity.
Yeah.
So like you're crazy if you think that trans people are not worse off right now.
Yeah.
If this is in the U, I mean, honestly, everywhere.
US,
actually,
anywhere,
the amount of fascism that has just kind of bled into the world. Fucking there's a trans genocide happening in the U.S. right now. So your hurt could actually, your transphobia against your cousin or brother or whatever, fucking is 10 times fold whatever happened to you as a kid, which is terrible, and no one should experience homophobia. I'm just saying. Doing this now as an adult to another adult,
it's not now or even. You know,
it's not even than something that happened when you both were kids.
Jesus, that's crazy as fuck.
Most likely internalized homophobia from another child.
Yeah,
like, your first response isn't, "Oh fuck, okay, now I understand why he did that."
Yeah, you know, like shit.
Instead of, it's, "Oh fuck him."
Yeah, and it's and it's just
the wrong
it's
pronouns
from
on
not
purpose.
empathetic. Yeah, like
cruel.
Can't even sympathize a little bit.
You know, I actually read something interesting recently, which it was a Christian priest who's talking about how he believes that Christofascism has actually gotten away from the teachings of Jesus. And I thought that was interesting because he was preaching turn the other cheek, which is from the Bible, from Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
And Republican fascists came up to him and they were like, what liberal bullshit are you talking about? And he was like, it's literally from the fucking Bible.
Yeah. Have you read it?
Have you, like, it's the teachings of Jesus Christ. And they were like, yeah, but it doesn't really work anymore. It sounds weak.
Yikes.
And that's what I'm talking about all the time when I'm like, I'm personally an atheist. I don't believe in Christianity. And I think a lot of times Christianity does more harm than good. But there are real Christians out there that take the real teachings of Jesus Christ and actually want to, like, you know,
and like
be
kind of
kind.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead of using it as a
way
vessel for hate. You know?
Exactly. God, I don't know. I watch a lot of I think the channel name's Innuendo Studios. They do a lot of good like fucking what's it called? Videos on like how the alt-right operates.
Yeah.
And it's always great because a lot of the problems that people have can be solved with progressive left-wing politics.
Yeah.
So fascists have to co-opt to some degree leftist progressive politics.
Yeah.
Because that's the only thing that would actually help people.
Right.
But then they use it to twist it. Yeah, and it's something that's been so tried and true. And it's crazy.
Especially in circles where people are recovering from, and this is so off topic, but it not really, because I mean the rise of anti-LGBTQ fascism is very much linked with Christianity.
Yeah.
At least historically in the U.S. And it's very interesting to me because that used to be an argument, which was if Jesus was alive right now, he would be a socialist.
Yeah.
Because,
Facts.
I mean, you know, the Bible is like a series of moral teachings, right? That you're supposed to learn from and become a better person and have, like, be kinder to your neighbor.
Yeah.
And taking that and using it, you know, cherry picking the ideas that you want to spread hatred. It's different now than when I was an atheist in middle school. Like, it used to be like, Christians would say like, well, I'm a good Christian. I'm not one of those bad Christians. And then the idea would be like, well, you're just cherry picking the good parts. Like the whole Bible together is one thing.
Yeah. Now everyone's cherry picking the bad parts.
I would rather those Christians be alive today where they're like, I just try to be a good guy.
Yeah.
They're not doing anything
that's fine.
wrong.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah.
But it's like, okay, yeah, being a Christian is somehow perpetuating this fashion. And maybe it was. I don't know. I was like fucking nubile back then. So I don't remember. Yeah. My brain wasn't work too good. But now I'm an adult. And the Christians that we're dealing with are like, yeah, I don't believe in all that kindness junk. I want to go outside and
there's no way my savior
kill a
can
trans person. That's what we're dealing with now.
We're dealing with right now. Yes,
and I do kind of wish I could go back there.
Yeah, back in the good old days.
But and it even wasn't. You know,
yeah, it wasn't. No,
it was. Christians were saying that during the time when people were saying that gay marriage
is gonna lead to you marrying your dog.
Yeah. And it's like, well, but if you like are endorsing this, you're kind of endorsing that, which is true.
I still think, so I don't know. Gabagool.
But yeah, you can't fight transphobia with homophobia, and you can't fight homophobia with transphobia.
Exactly.
That's why solidarity is so important.
Yeah, exactly. Solved it.
Also, legitimately, turn the other cheek. It's one of the
turn the other goddamn cheek.
It's one of the best. Like, even if you're not a Christian, it's one of the best morals to have in life.
Yeah.
It will always mature you and have you learn the value of a lesson. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I'm not making fucking sense.
No, you're making sense. You're okay. You're good. Yeah. Solved it.
I don't have any drinks anymore. I drank all my drinks.
Yeah, I feel that.
Because it's the end.
Yeah, it's the end. We got 2 more. I got 2 more. All right. Are y'all fucking ready?
I am.
Are you fucking ready?
I don't know about you guys, but I am. Yeah, for sure.
Am I the asshole?
Yes. I don't know.
Can you shut? I'm sorry. I'm joking.
Yeah, I guess you don't gotta be a Christian of right-wing ideals.
I have Reddit. I have this co-host, and she's a woman.
She's a woman. I hate when she talks.
And she talk. She talking to a microphone.
It's shrill, and I hated the tone of her voice. Okay, go ahead.
Okay, all right, you ready? Am I the asshole for asking my daughter if her driving instructor was a woman?
Oh, yeah, I did read this one, and I almost did it, but I'm glad you're doing it.
You're welcome. Don't worry. Yeah.
This one's great.
I, 48 male, have a daughter, 18 female, who went to college last year and came back home for a few weeks before her next semester. While she was away, she had enrolled herself in driving lessons and got her license. However, whenever we had talked about it, she would always refer to her instructor as they. Sus. Not him.
Non-binary? Driving instructor? Non-binaries can't drive. I don't know.
While she was here, I decided to ask her to drive on one of our trips and see what her driving was like. She drove very well, and I complimented her driving. She has steady control of the speed. The ride felt very smooth. She got onto the freeway at the speed limit, never accelerates too hard, and when she parallel parks, she gets in with a minimum maneuver, but does wait a while before getting into planet first. I told her this and was also curious and asked her if her driving instructor was a woman. She said yes, but then, to my surprise, got upset and claimed that I was making fun of her driving and not genuinely complimenting her. Am I the asshole here? Since I felt I was genuinely complimenting her, and even though I do not drive that smoothly as a limo chauffeur like she does. Oh, there's a fucking
there are many comments from this guy.
Yeah. I'm gonna read.
If you just read one of them, they're all the same.
Yeah.
Is this his same defense? Is the same.
So yeah, because everyone keeps asking the same question. Like, since when is driving safety gender specific to women?
Yeah.
Which, by the way, if you really want to get technical, men are worse drivers.
I think that's what he's trying to say, but he's not thinking about the obvious stereotype that women suck at driving.
Yeah, right. Yeah. Yeah. It isn't. Did you actually read the post? I found her driving good. I was just curious, since she is my daughter, and I like to know about her life and just wanted to know more about her driving instructor. Yeah, that's actually copied and pasted over and over again.
Yeah, no, literally. And then he'll even go in to say, like, it's just small talk. I don't get it. What the fuck? And it's not, though.
Yeah.
I mean, like, okay, this isn't, am I a criminal? You know?
Yeah, it's not, am I a criminal? You're not a criminal.
We're not even saying, are you the devil? We do use am I the devil to get these things. Well, I'm not thinking, like, this guy is the worst person on earth.
No, I don't think so either.
This is, am I an asshole?
And the answer is yes. You were being an asshole.
Yes. You could be an asshole and not know it.
Yeah.
Not having the intention. But most likely what has happened is your daughter has heard from misogynistic men that being a girl and driving...
Women can't drive.
Women can't drive. And I'm actually really glad that you chose this one, because I have experienced that from early on. And I've actually been very frustrated about driving because I don't drive often, and I didn't really want to learn to drive as a teenager because I was told very often, women can't drive.
Yeah.
Women, blah, blah, blah.
So then what the fuck are you supposed to do if you want to start learning how to drive? You're told that from such an early age.
Literally one time, and maybe this is me being overly sensitive or something. One time I was with my uncle and my cousins, and we went bumper car driving.
Oh, yeah.
And we each got our own individual cars. And I was, the point is to bump in. So I was like bumping a lot. And I got out afterwards, and my uncle goes, gosh, I'm going to worry about when you're driving. It's about
bumper cars.
Crashing.
You crash, dude.
That's the whole thing is about bumping.
It's about bumping and crashing.
And I spent the next years thinking, I'm going to be a bad driver.
Because I'm going to crash and everything because my uncle said.
And it's fucking scary to learn how to drive because you're with most likely a person you love, most likely, like your parent or someone you want to keep safe in their expensive vehicle.
Yeah.
So also if you're poor, you don't want to
fucking
Yeah, and if you crash it or scuff it or do anything, it's going to cause a lot of damage to your quality of life. Doing that, and also I had an abusive mother who I knew would yell at me.
Yeah, so driving was off the table, yeah.
So I didn't want to do it, and then it became a problem for me where people were like, why aren't you driving? Why aren't you driving? You're lazy. You're lazy because you don't want to learn how to drive, because you don't want a job, because you don't want to blah, blah, blah. And eventually I moved out. I moved out on my own. No, actually, I think I was doing driving lessons when I was staying with Daniel and the cats.
Oh, yeah, true, yeah.
I paid for my own driving lessons. I got 100% on the driving test.
Hell yeah.
And the fucking, the guy that was with me did yell, but in like a friendly way.
Yeah,
He was from Minnesota and he would yell at the top of his lungs.
Awesome. Hell yeah.
He was dope as hell. I loved him. And he was also like very critical of my driving, but it got to it was supportive because it was his fucking job.
Yeah, he has to teach you how to drive.
Yeah.
And yeah, you have to take driving seriously because it's a fucking dangerous thing. We all just accept that we do.
But you know, you grow up as a woman, like watching on TV, well, women drivers.
Women enter car, all the wheels pop off. Like shit.
So even though this dad may have been thinking, I'm trying to give her a compliment by saying women are better drivers.
That's not how it came across.
Because it's never going to come across because everyone else in the world is saying that women suck at driving because they want to put women down.
Yeah. Jesus.
Yeah.
Damn. I don't know, man. Fuck. I want to say that women do have to pay less for insurance because I think women are technically considered like more safe drivers than men.
It doesn't matter what the reality is.
Yeah, because everyone has a preconceived notion. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just talking about the psychology and the stereotype that women suck at driving.
Yeah. God. Sucks, man.
Yeah.
God. You know what would solve this? Not having a drive car-centric culture.
Walkable's fucking city.
You know what helped solve sexism?
Yeah.
Fucking living above a coffee shop and just going to.
Also, I don't know. It's emotional learning to drive. At least for me, it was very emotional. I don't know.
Well, I mean, it's kind of a transition, right? From like, because usually when you learn to drive, you're teen to adult, you know, like, and like 16, you get a car, like, or if you learn how to drive, you can just go wherever you want. Now you have freedom.
Yeah, I mean, and I think it's supposed to be seen as a positive thing.
At least in American culture, suburban culture, you know.
I mean, I guess for me though, it was just very scary. I don't know. I guess I just felt very scared.
I get it.
I had a lot of anxiety about it. I've also met a lot of people who also had anxiety about it, and also we're dealing with this generation doesn't want to work. They don't want to learn how to drive even. You know,
I don't want to drive because driving fucking sucks.
Because it's fucking, you're in a big old box and you could die.
You could die.
It's scary. Also, after working at a quote unquote law firm that no one knows which one it is, I had to learn about I had to listen every day, multiple times a day, of people getting into driving accidents. And it gave me a lot of anxiety.
Yeah, it's bad. Yeah, and especially some of the days that we were driving to work, there were
almost accidents.
Oh my god, there was this one fucking time someone didn't use their blinker,
dude,
to turn right, and like they decided to turn right. There's a portion of like the 408, I think is this one. There's a portion of the 408 where it merges in from like 4 lanes to 3 for like, and it's like 4 lanes for like most of it, and that goes to 3. So someone idiot decides to merge into that 4th lane, 3rd lane as the 4th lane starts closing.
Yeah.
And I really don't like honking my horn, and I should have honked my horn during this because I would have gotten sandwiched. Because there was another car coming in, and then like this guy was moving in.
I'm so glad we don't have to drive. That shit was also mainly the reason that we had to drive on that fucking terrible road, I-4, all the time.
God, awful.
Another
Nightmare.
reason I wanted to not do that job.
The first day that you were, I had to drop you off. I remember it was a rainy day, and like expressway was congested. Like everything was just fucked.
Which the expressway is, you pay money to go faster than the normal traffic.
Yeah. So then if it's just raining.
Also, it's raining. God, it's just a recipe for death and disaster.
I wish they put fucking train tracks instead of the expressway. Yeah. That would have been so much better. No joke. That would have been a lot better.
I would rather get on... Dude, if I could get on a train and go there and come back, I'd probably still be working there.
That's fair. Yeah, that would be a lot easier. But nope. Solved it? I think we solved it.
Solved it, bitch.
Yeah.
I'll never tell you what law firm it was.
Stop fucking joking about it.
I'll never tell you. It has nothing to do with anything.
I'm not leaving that in. I'm not leaving that in.
I'm wearing the shirt.
I know you are, but
they're gonna know.
They're gonna know. Whatever. Sponsor us.
I'd love a sponsor. I love that company. That's the only reason I'll even allude to that company, because I loved it.
Dude, the company sponsoring like fucking 5 Nights at Freddy's channels, they can sponsor a shitty little podcast. Come on.
Yeah.
$20, 1,000 impressions. Come on.
Yeah, let's go. All right, next up.
All right, come on, Sarah. What's your final story of the night? What's up?
All right, let's go. Am I the asshole for asking my friend? Oh, God. Why did I leave this?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I'm excited now.
This one is definitely going on TikTok for sure.
Let's fucking go. I'm ready.
Oh, my God, Josh.
Hell yeah.
Wild Josh.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, trigger warning, self-unaliving.
Okay.
Am I the asshole for asking my friend why she didn't make a birthday post for her late son?
Okay. Okay, hold on. What?
My friend's son is in his mid-20s and took his life a few months ago. She has been quiet on social media since it all happened, which I found interesting because her other sons and ex-husband were not shy to make any posts expressing their love for their son.
People grieve differently. Maybe she doesn't use TikTok or social media. It is like
today is his birthday, and as expected, the ex-husband writes a sweet Facebook post along with many of her son's other friends. She has been silent all day, and I have not seen anything from her. Truthfully, I know everyone grieves different, but to me, it sends a bad message.
What bad message? What?
A bad message that she's been so silent, but posting about her new boyfriend and the things they've been up to. It almost seems like she doesn't care about her son.
What gives you that impression?
Because I'm a terrible person. That's why. But who am I to judge? Maybe take that a step, take that thought a step further to its logical conclusion.
Yeah.
Or really know what's going on behind the scenes.
You've also said that people grieve differently. Yeah.
So you know that.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't judge someone else, right?
However,
I messaged her, telling her I'm thinking of her today and I hope she's hanging in there. And she responds back saying thank you with a heart. I then asked if she was going to make a post for him, and she said that she was not. All I said in return is, buckle the fuck up, dude, for this.
All right, yeah. What fucking slam dunk, fucking, is it? Okay, I understand and respect that.
Yeah, absolutely. That's
yeah, right, yeah.
Just make sure people don't get the wrong idea that you don't care. I think it would be a really sweet tribute.
I'm glad you know what would be sweet for my kid. What a fucking asshole, actually. I'm so pissed.
I gotta read the first comment after this is done, but let me continue.
Yeah.
She never responded, but one of our mutual friends called me, basically screaming at me and calling me an asshole, and told me to never message my friend again, and asked if I knew how much damage I caused sending that message. Am I the asshole?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean...
Already, yeah, like...
Genuinely... I have this issue too, and I did for a long time after my dad died, because I was like, I don't want to seem like I'm trying to get likes.
Yeah, right? No, I think...
definitely me, like a me thing.
No, yeah, it's definitely like, because like, I don't know, like I didn't like... Yeah, I don't know, like, and the stakes are a lot lower in this, I know, but like when Leolo passed, like I wasn't, like I don't want to be like...
It's weird, it's
weird to talk about that shit, especially on social media,
you
where everyone's posting like, for the most part, like, the best moments, the good moments, mostly.
Yeah,
social media is fake as shit, But
yeah, well, I mean, it's not wrong to post about it.
No, not
but
at all.
Also, it's not wrong to not post about it.
Yeah.
Usually, if I know that someone in someone else's life died and they're not posting about it on like a holiday,
I think it's good to like,
I think they're probably going through it.
They're going through it. I think it's good to check in on them and message them.
Yeah, that's fine.
But don't tell them.
Hey, you should make a Facebook. You're officially mandated to make a Facebook
post.
Hey,
how about you make a Facebook post and like also throw in some pictures there too, so you can really like.
I think it would be really nice for you.
Did
to
you
do
know that photo posts actually get more engagement than normal posts?
Well, yeah, like are you Facebook's like marketer?
Yeah, like what the fuck are you doing?
What are you doing?
You should
such a candle for Facebook?
You should post it so that way Facebook can steal all of our data and sell it to grifters.
Did you know that every photo that you put on Facebook is actually Facebook is legally allowed to use that in advertisements?
To be used in AI training or not? Think about it.
It could be a really good benefit to society after his passing.
Yeah. He could live on through that.
Okay. Anyway, the top comment on Am I the Devil is, I want to know where this bitch gets the audacity.
Yes.
Yeah.
Where
me
you?
too.
Yeah. You're just coming into this place, swinging your clit around and just fucking.
Okay. All right. What the fuck? You don't have to do that.
Sorry. You're just coming into this place and just you run the fucking show.
So you tried to do swinging your dick around, but you instead decided to bless me with the terrible image of swinging one's
that
clit around.
Yeah. Starting over. Hi, everyone. Welcome to...
Oh, fuck.
Okay. No.
I can't imagine the rage and just
I'd be
unimaginable terror I would feel if my child took his own life.
Yeah.
And some random fucking bitch.
Yeah, I was like, you should.
You seem like you don't care about your son.
Yeah, you don't. It
on
the wrong
his
message.
birthday.
Yeah. You're going for the worst fucking. Yeah, that's. Yeah.
And also
ridiculous.
Judging you about your new boyfriend and shit. Like, oh, she got a new boyfriend. She doesn't care about her son.
Doesn't give a shit. Yeah.
Fucking weird. Weird
to make that. Yeah.
Weird.
Connection.
Strange.
Jesus.
You get
Christ.
off of Facebook, old lady. Jesus. Yeah. Or whatever your gender and age are.
Yeah.
Person. Bad person.
God. Solve that shit though.
We did. We did solve it.
Final story of the night. Saved a good one for last. Don't worry. Or did I? You'll never know. I guess you'll know in a second. All right. Final story of the night.
Final story of the night.
Am I the asshole for telling my husband's coworker to stop coddling him by bringing a lunch for him? I acknowledge that my husband works a physically intensive job and very long hours, typically 60 to 65 hours per week on a slow week.
That is too much.
That's a lot of work. You should be working less.
Yeah.
And I do appreciate how hard he works so I can be home for our kids after school and during their time off.
Okay.
With that out of the way, onto the issue. He says he rarely has time or energy to pack his own lunch for the day. Oftentimes, he falls asleep after getting home and doing the rest of his share of the housework and spending time with the kids. In the mornings, he takes care of the dogs and some smaller household things before going to work. He used to ask me to help him by packing a lunch, and sometimes I would, but otherwise I tell him he needs to manage his time better by multitasking.
Oh my God.
Or waking up earlier because he's a grown man and can pack his own lunch.
You're going to make me side with a man. I'm so pissed at you. Fuck.
I have noticed for the past several months he doesn't always take his lunch bag with him. The other day I got curious as to how much he's spending weekly on eating out. Checking our account, I saw that every week he takes out or transfers $45, but no unknown restaurant charges. Considering current prices, I asked him where he's eating that $45 is lasting him all week because I'd like to see what they got. That's when he told me he's not eating anywhere. He and a few of his coworkers give money to another coworker, and then his wife either packs breakfasts / lunches for everyone, for anyone pitching in, or drops food off at the drop site.
Oh, that's very nice.
I told him she's not their servant, and he needs to knock it off.
What if that's her job? What if she's just running a business?
Yeah, a little food business for $45 a week.
No, straight. I mean, okay. Well, I'll go into it later.
She's making her own money. No, you're right.
She's making money.
I told him she's not their servant and he needs to knock it off. Saturday, when he was talking to that particular coworker about a job they'd be doing all week, I leaned close to the phone and told his coworker to also stop giving him lunches and be better to his wife. I went on to tell them both all he was doing was coddling my husband and the others, and that they're adults. If they're worried about lunchtime, they'd take care of it themselves instead of depending on someone else. Going to Wendy's to get coddled.
Some people hate community so much. Like, just hate building it. They hate other people.
Yeah.
Helping other people. They hate it a lot.
It's really depressing. Yeah.
Yeah, for real.
We argued about it and still hadn't resolved the issue when he left for the job yesterday morning. Yesterday afternoon, I dropped the kids off with my parents and I was venting to them about it. Both of my parents told me the easiest solution would be to just do it myself or let him keep paying because it's one small thing to do to help make his job easier, then reminded me about how they packed each other's lunches whenever one of them had to stay home with us while growing up. Am I the asshole for telling my husband and his coworker to stop providing lunches for him?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, if it is, so I'm trying to find the issue, what issue she would have. It's like you're coddling a man, which, okay, I actually don't even agree with. Like sometimes, oh God, I have so many thoughts.
Yeah, this is right.
This is really
There's
one of those
a lot to
ones.
unpack. There's a lot to unpack with this one.
Like, okay, so recently, we with the freebooting TikToks, there would be comments on those that would be like, I hate these guys. And it really freaked me out because I was like, you guys are going to come shoot us in our sleep. Like, for the amount of hate that you guys have in your heart for just looking at us. And I never understood it. I was like, what did we do that makes you hate us so much? And I went back recently and these comments were like, man, they really hate men because they always think the man is the asshole, even when he's not the asshole. But the ones that they were saying that he's not the asshole, they definitely were.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
So just a disagreement. But that made me, I was on cloud nine, baby. I was like, hell yeah, dude. If you're a little incel, little dick in your basement ass man, and you see my face and you hate me, I've done something right with my platform.
Yeah.
Now in this case, the thing about, hold on. The thing about those guys is you could cancel me for being misogynist. Like, sometimes I really think I'm not feminist enough. And I think often that's a problem with me.
Okay, yeah, okay.
Like, and in this case, it's really
a wild path we're taking, but okay.
It's really showing it because I'm like, bitch, just make your husband a sandwich. God damn, how hard is it? Get up and make your man a sandwich.
I don't even think that's not even the problem here. The problem is like you think that.
I think, okay, legitimately. So she's using the phrase "stop coddling men," which is like a feminist phrase. But I think the real problem is she doesn't want her man eating another woman's cooking, which is a real insecurity that some women have.
Yeah, okay.
Where, they put love into their cooking and their man eating their cooking is like, and it's also a flirting tactic for some women.
Yeah, that's true.
And I've definitely done it. I've baked banana bread for a dude one time.
Ooh.
Yeah. I can understand that to a point. But if it bothers you that much that he can't eat food from a woman who prepared it, just make food for him.
Yeah.
That'll be that's the easiest way to solve that.
It's weird that you're going the coddling route. It's weird that you're going. I feel like I don't know, because to me it's a monetary transaction at that point as well.
Yeah, it's like if he went to a restaurant and you didn't know that the head chef was a woman,
would you get pissed off? Like, yeah, because like again, that's why I brought up Wendy's. Like, because if you go to lunch, you get Wendy's,
and a lady is making the food, it doesn't matter.
Who gives a shit? I
don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't think she would be as upset if it was a guy making lunch. Maybe she would be. But then, like, fucking why? Like, for what reason?
Are you upset that, is it just like, I don't know, because, like, I don't know, it feels weird. There's something weird going on.
Yeah, she's not saying exactly what it is she has a problem with,
like,
right?
I don't know, and, like, I don't want to, like, despair, because, like, it does seem like he's working a bunch.
No,
and
yeah.
he doesn't have time to make lunch, so he's kind of at a catch-22.
That makes sense to me, genuinely. Yeah. Like, if... It's when we do stories where guys are like, my wife wants me to do, like, my wife wants half my food. Fucking, the guy works 40 hours a week, like everyone else and their goddamn mom.
Yeah. Once you're getting to, like, mandatory overtime and... Yeah.
And, like, it was 60, 65 minimum a week.
Yeah.
Probably 80.
Yeah.
Highest, 90 highest. Like... That shit sucks. And like, yeah,
he needs help. Because also another thing about the patriarchy is that if we give, like,
it also harms men.
It harms men too. Yeah. And like, like in this scenario, this is really mostly about like also like a workers issue as well in general, where you're getting overworked because it's a complicated issue, and it's very much like it's not he
shouldn't be working 60 to 65 hours a week.
Yeah.
But it's not his fault that he has to,
Yeah.
Like, I mean, she's a stay-at-home mom, correct, but it's not like make more money with less hours, man. Like, that's not how reality works. he's doing this so she can be a stay-at-home mom.
Yeah.
It doesn't mean she has to wash his feet.
No, of course not.
Because he's also doing chores.
He is doing chores. He
is taking care of the kids.
Yeah.
It would be another thing if he didn't do any of that.
Yeah, and it's weird that you're taking the route of like he should be multitasking.
And also you're poking around in this guy's life.
Yeah.
Which he's your husband, you should know, but also, I don't know, why are you going into the finances? Because you're obsessed with what he does for lunch.
How are you spending only $45? Oh, I'm paying someone to make food for me. My coworker's wife makes food for everybody and drops off breakfast and lunch.
There's a dude at the past job that I work at that no one knows about. That would he's like on the side, he was a caterer, and he would send out like mass company emails and be like, yo, I'm making this dinner and I'm going to drop it off at 12 p.m. on Friday at work. So if you work during that shift and you want it, just cash app me money.
Yeah.
And I'll drop that off for you for your lunch.
That's fair. I think that's good.
That shit was fire.
Yeah.
I would do that. That's like the one thing I miss from that job. Was that
and I will say, and it's good that like, you know, it's building a sense of community, you know, like someone's coworkers helping everyone out, you know.
You're taking care of everyone.
You're taking care of everybody. And yeah, there's a monetary, and you're helping kind of like someone make extra cash on the side.
Yeah.
And you're not giving your money to a Wendy's or to a McDonald's.
Right. You're not giving it to a corporation, you're giving it to a human being.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
They can do whatever they want with it, that money, you know?
It's just good all around. I don't know. I also think like fucking, if just on a personal level, if I was the breadwinner in a relationship and I work 60, 65 hours a week minimum, and you were like telling me what food I could eat for lunch, I would explode. I think I would fucking explode.
Yeah, I get it. I think this is an issue that could, if you change the genders, I'd be exactly the same. Yeah, because it's
it would be like fucking what an asshole. Well, it would also be clearer. You know what I mean?
It'd be clearer. Yeah.
Yeah.
God.
It's not like men deserve nothing. I don't fully believe that. I don't believe that at all.
Hashtag men deserve nothing. Sarah here and said that.
I think rapists deserve nothing. It just so happens that a lot of the stories I hear about, the men are rapists.
Yeah. Yeah. God.
You know what I mean?
No, I totally get that.
But just because the most stories we have are with terrible ass men doesn't mean that I think all men deserve crap.
Yeah.
You know, or to be like, oh, you're getting a home cooked meal at work, even though you pay $45 for 5 of them. That's not bad. That's like $9. That's not bad.
That's not bad.
But it is like going to Wendy's. It's not like
That's about the same. Yeah, I suppose. Huh.
Fucking, you know, you're paying fucking $9 to get 5 meals. You're not allowed to do that anymore because it's good for you. Because you're not allowed. You're a man. You're not allowed to be happy.
Yeah, you gotta multitask.
Yeah.
Change your diaper one hand, make a PB&J for yourself in the other.
It's also a real right-wing tactic to be like, men don't get anything. And when it happens in real life, if a woman actually says that about a man, it's our responsibility to be like, that's not true.
Yeah, I feel that.
You know, we have to be differentiated enough so that the right doesn't have a talking point.
Exactly. Yeah.
And people are going to be like, because they said this about the abortion one last episode, they're like, this is a right-wing talking point. The rights are going to get this. This is a story that was made up about to prove how bodily autonomy is scary or something. Because of the woman who her boyfriend cheated on her and she went and got an abortion. Also, probably wasn't an abortion. Probably was a miscarriage.
Yeah, that's what people were saying in the comments in that one too.
But you know, how? how is bodily autonomy scary to someone that isn't too far gone?
Yeah, yeah, I feel that
at that point.
God,
I don't know. I can't believe you made me side with a man. Disgusting.
It's in the way that you use it. Gotcha, solved it. And you high-fived it, so you approve of it.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. You're fucking complacent. Bitch.
But yeah, I mean, I think it's ridiculous to be like, feminism is when hate men.
Yeah, that's not good.
I think it's valid to have a fear.
Yeah, I think it's okay to fear men. I think it's okay to not trust men without...
It's a trauma response.
Yeah.
Because men traumatize women
at
higher levels. But yeah, I don't think it's okay to just hate all men on site. I think that's crazy.
Yeah, I get that.
Yeah. But I also feel like it shouldn't be talked about. It's like obvious to me.
No, I feel you. Yeah.
But of course not, because the right is spinning its wheels out.
Yeah. Latching onto whatever they can, you know?
Yeah. I don't know, whatever. Let's move on.
Yeah, let's move on.
Let's move on to the end of the show.
Yeah. Yay, we did it. We're done. Fuck this shit. Hate this goddamn podcast.
Hate this. Fuck this.
This show sucks, dude. Sarah, what do you want to plug on this piece of shit? I'm sorry. I'm joking. I love this show, guys. Sarah, what do you want to plug?
I think obviously you're joking. I don't know. Maybe not. We really are both autistic, aren't we? We have no idea what even our tone is saying to each other.
Hate this fucking show.
All right. Anyway.
No, I'm joking. Sarah, what do you want to plug?
Please go to APWSTR.com and sign up for the newsletter and then confirm it in your email. It's unfortunately a 3-step process, but
yeah,
do it because it's cool and you'll get notifications on what we're doing next.
Yeah.
Also, you can follow me on Twitter at thatsoheron, ThatSoheron. And not only is it that handle on Twitter, it's also on Instagram, TikTok, Tumblr, Threads. I don't go on Threads.
Oh, we're on there.
But we're on there. Yeah.
I am Joshua Chinland on Twitter, a guy nicknamed JC on Twitch. I don't stream Prime Sub anyway. Steal money from Bezos. Fuck him.
For sure.
Yeah. Joshua Chinland on Instagram. Podcast Saves Relationship on all podcasting platforms. APWSTR Productions on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, hit the gosh darn bell. If you're listening on a platform that has ratings like Apple, Spotify, give it 5 stars or whatever the highest rating is.
Support us on Patreon
Support us on Patreon.
Extra content and also early releases most of the time.
Yeah, patreon.com/APWSTR. If you want us to say something during the show, buymeacoffee.com/APWSTR. We are very grateful for all the support, and fan donations definitely always help out.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
I also do a solo podcast, Thus Spoke Zarathustra. The episodes right now are only on our Patreon. They come out every week. Also, Dogma Stream this week, Wednesday the 16th at 7:30 p.m.
Yeah, so
you do have to be a Patreon member to access the Discord to get there, but there is a 7-day free trial
available.
For $1 and $3
Yeah,
tiers.
So be there, be square. And APWSTR on Twitter, TikTok, all the fun stuff.
We have a Teespring store with merch on it.
Go check it out.
Go check that out. That's also, you can get there through APWSTR.com.
Yes. Well. Yeah. And yeah, enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, dude.
Bye.
Bye.
All right, outro.
Yeah.
I made you side with a man. How do you feel?
You did. I fucking hate it.
Gotcha.
I don't even hate most men. I grew up with brothers, and you are my only friend, and most of my other friends have been men, and in general, I have trauma with women, so I feel more comfortable around men.
I get
not
that.
trying to be a pick-me or anything. I'm not trying to fuck men. That's gross. But you know, it's just the stories I hear on the internet from other women.
Yeah.
And also in my life, just from strange men.
Yeah.
Are hostile and terrible.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to react? Guys, let's hear him out.
Yeah.
No.
Guys.
Of course I'm not going to do that. The
Haven't
fuck?
men gone through enough?
Oh, the world needs men.
Have you considered the lobster?